Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales on Tap. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't know what I was about to say. Joining us and welcome in TTRPG fans, new and old. We hope that you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and a wonderful life. So, welcome to Tales on Tap. We are back for the second episode of Aerilon, A Destined Journey, but I am not alone. So, hi guys.
Hi!
Hello.
Everybody is back.
Yeah, I'm with some of. I've joined the cosplay crew now, sort of. Wearing on the only item that my character owns, which is a scraggly old scarf.
So yes, we are back, and we are joined once again by our wonderful players. If you haven't met them from last week or any of our shows previously, I will just introduce you very quickly. So joining us this evening is Han. Hi, Han.
Hello.
And Evan.
Hello.
And Natalie.
Hey.
And Dan.
Hello.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Dan,
Special
question.
Special question.
We're doing it, guys.
If you could have any D&D magic item in real life, what would it be and why?
Bag of holding.
Damn. You didn't even need to finish that question.
Yeah. No, bag of holding. Straight up. It is the best magic item in D&D. I will stand by that till the day I die. I want a bag I can put everything in, including myself.
You're just going to roll around like Mary Poppins.
Yeah, pretty much. People want like a baguette. I'm just pulling it straight out. Don't know why I went to baguette.
Someone needs to make
You have to put the baguette
into D&D character.
You have to put the baguette in there first to put it out.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
And
you don't say,
also
you get
joining us this evening is Chris.
Hello.
So, if you haven't picked up and joined us from last session, we started and kicked off this brand new campaign full of brand new characters in a brand new world. And if you haven't caught that already, then what are you doing, man? Go over to YouTube. It's on there. Make sure you do that. But before we get into tonight's session, we do have a quick few announcements to get through. Who shall I pick on first? Let's go with Evan. You can go first this week.
Right. Okay. So we have some fun things for you guys this evening. First of all, we have all of our socials. If you haven't already followed us there, then what are you doing? Go towards the downstairs area.
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Go to the
Go
downstairs
downstairs. Click
In
on
the
all the links
bowels of the
and
stream.
follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I think that's all for now. There might be more
Yes.
coming. Who knows? And we also have our Discord channel. So a huge thank you to everyone who's joining our Discord. We are having a great time there, and more stuff is coming out, and you'll be the first ones to know about it. So, join us there, and you'll see loads of fun stuff. One more thing, and this one is exciting.
Ooh.
Right now, thanks to our good DM Dan, all our previous episodes from Campaign 1 and more are now available on YouTube Music, so you can listen to it as we go along, which is amazing. And
That's dope.
basically all I have. But there's one more thing.
You lied.
There is
Straight to our
actually
faces.
one more
things.
thing. Before we begin tonight's session, I just want us all to give a big hand to our wonderful player, Chris, because Lord knows he's going to need that hand today.
Wonderful joke. Love that. I'm here for
Show
it.
the audience. Show the audience.
I don't think this is in any way related to social media, is it, Evan?
Love that.
It's going up on a post, my friend.
Love that. Thank you very much, Evan. Next in line, well, since he poked fun at you, Chris, I'm going to allow you to have a little bit of a retort given your announcements, and you can find some fun way to poke fun at him.
Yeah, so I cover the up-and-coming events here at Tales on Tap, and an up-and-coming event that I'm now very excited about is me and Evan are going to be having a fight.
Is it one-on
Once my broken hand is healed.
Oh, okay.
No, I
Me
jest.
versus the
of course.
one-on bandit.
Oh man, damn it! I really wish you hadn't come up with that now, because anyway. Yes, so upcoming events, much the same as we went over last week. Towards Christmas, we will be releasing a game that will tide you over through the festive season. It will be a Christmas-themed game, and there'll be more information about that coming up on our social medias in due course. So look out for those. We also, in the future, will be playing a very special game with some of the other members of the tabletop RPG community here on Twitch and the internet at large. But you could also get a seat at that table, because we are running a giveaway on our Discord. That is one of the prizes of the giveaway. There'll be more information about that in due course, but one of those is that you will potentially get a seat at that table with a bunch of other people from the D&D community and us and some of us, and that will be fun. And then also we are currently working, I know Evan just mentioned we're going to be, or all of our stuff previously is available currently on Amazon, Apple Music, YouTube Music. Yep. Soon, this campaign and potentially previous stuff as well is going to be available in podcast form, available anywhere where you listen to your podcasts. So do look out for those things.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Chris. Han, why don't you tell us about one of our wonderful sponsors?
Sure thing. So we are continuing to be sponsored by Awfully Queer Heroes, our good friends who are creators of incredible LGBTQ+ and access-friendly modules, battle maps, spells, NPCs, the list goes on. At the moment, as I mentioned last week, their most recent Kickstarter is fully funded, and it's looking really cool, really fun. So be sure to check out their stuff. And if you head over to their drive-through, so we've got links in the downstairs below, which will link you to their pages. They've got a load of adventures and campaigns, partial and even full levels 1 to 20 full campaigns in there. So highly recommend you go check out their stuff. It's a lot of fun, and they're amazing people, amazing creators doing a wonderful thing. So very happy that they've chosen us as somewhat a sponsor in the long term for this campaign.
Jason, thank you very much.
Thank you, Awfully Queer Heroes.
Yeah.
And Natalie, could you tell us about one of our other sponsors, please?
I of course can, and that would be our long-term sponsor, which is Valkyrie RPG, which is Valkyrie-RPG, and they are brilliant dice makers, apparel, terrain, lots of different things. And if you use our Tales 10 at checkout, you will get 10% off. They also have an amazing Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal going on at the moment, which I think some of them's up to 50% off, most of it's 30% off. It's an amazing deal, but you have to act fast as it ends this Thursday. So do hop on downstairs, the link is there, and get your dice goblin on.
Love that. Thank you very much.
Mid-intro position. Can we start calling the downstairs or the below? Can we start calling it down in the dungeon?
Let's put a pin in that.
We can find more information about that down in the dungeon.
Like it.
So thank you very much. There will be more announcements as the game goes on. Dan has some special announcements to kind of reveal a bit later on. But before we kick into tonight's session, I've got a last couple of things we need to talk about, then we'll just jump straight into the game. So we are running a giveaway right now. We're running a giveaway between now and the 19th of December. All you have to do to enter is press that little purple button down below. It making sure that, one, you're supporting your friendly neighborhood Tales on Tap folk, and helps obviously support the channel. You don't always have to pay for that either. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account to that. You can do it for free. But if you do subscribe between now and then you're going to be entered into our giveaway. What are we giving away, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you did. Because we're giving away a multitude of things. It is our biggest giveaway ever. We have modules from our good friends over at Awfully Queer Heroes. We have blind dice bags that are being gifted from our sponsors, Valkyrie RPG, as well as the seat at the table in the game in January, which Chris mentioned earlier, for a very special one-shot that is going to involve a few really fun and cool people from the D&D and TTRPG communities, both here on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning one of those fantastic prizes, just make sure that you subscribe between now and December 19th. If you don't, then you're going to be silly, because let's be honest, if you look at, like, statistically in the terms of how many people subscribe to this channel over a monthly period and actually do throw your name into a hat, you've got every chance of winning. So just make sure you press that button. Make sure you press it. As we mentioned earlier, all our VODs go live on YouTube. We have changed the schedule slightly to when they are going to be released. So we are releasing every video the Sunday after we go live. So it gives you a little bit of a break. If you have missed it, then it gives you a bit of a break to carry on your working week, and then you can catch up with us just as the weekend ends to bring your weekend and your week to a close in the right way with Tales on Tap. So, before we do get started tonight, because I've had to put a really big note in front of my screen to make sure that I remember it this week, I'd like everybody apart from Natalie to roll me a d20, please, as we find out who will be taking notes this week. Well, everyone will be taking notes, but who's going to be recapping next week?
And as we're rolling these dice, I've also noticed, and some others may have noticed in chat, that this is actually our affiliate anniversary.
It is.
Oh,
Oh, guys, we've been doing
Thank you
this
for
a long
reminding us.
time.
I know,
Yeah,
so we got
13 months now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, a whole year of affiliate. Thank you everyone for the support.
A whole year of
And
Tales
thank you,
on
Dice.
Tap.
For that 19.
Nice. Okay, Chris with
I'm
the
not as
19.
thankful.
Evan,
17.
17. Dan, what did you get?
11.
11. And what? Sorry. Hannah, what did you get, sorry?
I got a 6.
A 6.
Ooh.
Oh, Hannah, if you could please make...
Yes.
But I never write
only
notes.
in one place this time. Just make one set of notes this week.
No, these are my rough notes, which will be copied up into my neat notes, and then the key information will be put into the OneNote.
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to Kyriatos trying to remember stuff for a recap.
Oh, yeah.
This is not going to be a useful recap.
This
just
is gonna
a
be
heads
great.
up.
Excellent.
I think there was some people or something.
Amazing. So I think that'll do, guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you go and get a drink, quickly run off to the toilet. You haven't got long, because we are about to jump into tonight's episode of Tales on Tap.
I can't get my head around the past few hours. I was just about resigned to my fate, heading to the tribunal. But probably wonder how they do death here. Is it hanging? Magic? But I don't know, because that's when something happened. The cart that was transporting me and 5 others was ambushed. We were set free. But it wasn't going to be that easy. As we scrambled out, we were confronted by some city guard. Right before the fight, one of the ones that were in the cart ran. We managed to get the better of them, even though we were working with the bare minimum of weapons that were given to us by the people who freed us. We ran into the valley. No, we ran into an alley, not a valley. That the guy who freed us showed us, but the wall was an illusion. We hid behind the wall as the guy ran back out. He was then chased by the city guard, leading them away. The talkative one calls themselves Kyriatos. They don't look like they know me. So I introduce myself as Sophia. The dirty human says we need to go to the mark in the UC. Sorry.
Beg your pardon?
To a
It
T.
was a physical description. We need to go to the mark in the UC, which works for me. The one that I thought was a child, but apparently is just a teen, is a halfling. The grey one that does magic is reluctant to go to the UC, but we all end up heading down there. We enter a large pipe and down some ladders, and we head to the mark that turns out to be a tavern. The human introduces himself as Dag. The grey one says his name is Virgil. The teen is Pim. Kyria, turns out, was arrested for grave digging, and apparently Dag was set up. On the way to the mark, I see posters that I was looking for, and I realised my fake name might not work down here. Dag heads in, and we wait outside for a while, but then he gives the signal, and we head inside. We head down to the cellar and then into the back room. We get to know each other a little bit. This makes me really uncomfortable. Before Tanner comes in, the owner of this establishment. It turns out he knows Dag, and he is the one who freed us. Some misunderstanding with a job gone wrong. He also seems to know Kiritos' mums. But what really bothered me was he recognized me immediately. Fuck. This causes Virgil to start looking and acting weird towards me. But Tanner says we can stay here for a few days and lay low. After a quick chat, I asked if I could chat to him alone. I asked if he's heard anything about Damon, but he hasn't been seen. He did say he would inquire about him, though. I'm glad. After a while, after Tanner goes to get us some food, we hear a great commotion upstairs. Clattering, tables being overturned, and screaming. We decide we need to help. And the scene we come in on is one of carnage and rage, with 3 fluxed up guys tearing up the bar.
Fluxed up. I like fluxed up.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely like that.
enunciate
Wood, dirty
one.
human.
Fluxed up. Yeah. Fluxed.
You all exit the room that you've been in under the Tanner's Mark, making your way swiftly up the stairs into the main foyer of the tavern. Liana, you are first up the stairs with Edivir close behind you. The sight meets your eyes immediately as 5 individuals in an almost uncontrollable fit of rage start going crazy. You see Tanner out from behind the bar in the middle of the room, exchanging blows with one of the individuals who seems unfazed by the attempts. We're going to start this session by asking everybody to roll me initiative, please.
Let's go!
Hey!
And while everyone's rolling initiative and the DM plans on how he's going to kill us all, we would just like to say that this combat is sponsored by Kartos Maps.
Yes!
You're one place to go for exquisite character things for the maps and the maps to go with it. I'm losing my words.
Tokens.
Yes, thank you. Tokens, that is the word I was looking for. Yes, he is an immense back catalogue, hundreds of different locations, a variety of monsters from Jabberwockies to Beholders. There is something for everyone there. But this weekend, he will be at PAX Unplugged. Is it his new books, Into the Wild books? So essentially, he has real life maps as opposed to digital ones, and you can go and see these new map packs. So if you are at PAX Unplugged this weekend, go to his table and tell him that Tales on Tap sent you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Love that.
Oop.
giving Sam Riegel a run for his money. I like it.
Love
I
that.
wish.
So yes, please.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ha-
Initiatives.
I have an immediate question.
Cool.
Sorry, just a point of note because we haven't had a long rest, and it's basically what I messaged you about.
Yes,
just for
okay.
trades.
Yes. So, for those of you that have taken got your level up, here's how level ups work in our game. And for those of you at home are wondering, oh wait, but they're level 2 now, why aren't they not just using that ability? So, the way that it works is you still get all your stat increases as you would do with any level up. If you were to get a feat or an ASI and every level up, you gain that per level up. You do gain your spells, however the spell slots to cast them at level 2 you do not gain.
Okay.
Abilities and other such things you do gain without needing a long rest. There will be times throughout this campaign where our players will level up and pick a particularly choice thing. A choice.
Specific.
Thank you. A specific thing. Choice at level up, and we may not see that immediately because there might be a cool fun way for us to role play them gaining that ability through doing the D&D. So don't worry.
The D&D.
Don't worry at home if you guys are like, but what the wild shape? Because they might not be able to do it yet because of story things. We're with you though, it's frustrating for us as well. Just do the thing, man. So, 25 to 20, please.
22.
Holy
shit.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So, Bard, first up, what are you going to do?
Okay, nice. Okay, 20 to 15, please.
18.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
Wizard
be
of
like-
Bard up front, let's go.
15 to 10, please.
13 for me.
I'm glad I entered the room first.
Okay.
Oh, no.
10 to 5.
8.
8 for Pim. Holy shit.
You have less than 5? You're a barbarian.
What did you get?
I got 4.
Oh, Filiana, thank you very much. Would you like to
That's
see the
rough.
map that you're going to be conducting
Yes.
this
Yes,
vicious,
please.
brutal assault on?
please.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I need to change my name on Zoom again.
There we go.
Yeah. Ooh.
This map is brought to you by who, Dan?
Hey.
That would be Tom Kartos.
That would
Yes,
be
it
Tom
would.
Kartos.
The man
Oh
himself.
my god.
Thank you very much.
Man, the myth,
Okay.
the legend.
As you guys breach up the stairs, I would say, Pim, you're probably going to struggle to see what's happening. You'll hear it more than you will see it at this point due to, obviously, your stature and how far down the stairs you are. But Liana, Ed, you have kind of reached the top of the stairs. Kyriatos, you are on the last step at this point. But you all see that there is these 5 individuals kind of... This individual in the middle of the map who's kind of stood toe-to-toe with Tanner at the moment is just kind of going, "Ah!" and just screaming in Tanner's face as he beats him 2-3 times in the jaw, and it just does not faze him, and he's looking dead straight into Tanner's eyes. And the thing you notice more than anything is that if you look at this individual's eyes, and what you see is they look, or at least appear to be, sunken in a little bit and have this purple hue to them, and these purple streaks kind of coming out of the eyes as they are in full rage mode. There is also another individual towards, especially from where you're stood, to your left, towards a left-hand wall. There is a patron of the Tanner's Mark in a bloodied mess on the floor, with this hulking Goliath individual with similar purple streaks from their eyes just beating and wailing on this individual who, looking at this from this distance, is not moving and is just in a blooded puddle on the floor. There are other individuals. You kind of like quickly dart your eyes to the right and see that there are these rage-fueled individuals stood on the bar, just smashing through glass and tankards, pushing the barrels of ale onto the floor, and almost not with any sense of purpose as such, but just unbridled fury. and we will kick initiative off with you, Kyria.
Okay. Right, so kind of clip-clopping up the stairs.
I just remembered that you're a satyr.
I got hooves!
Love that.
I am going to kind of peek around, and having knowledge of the Flux epidemic going on in Windmere right now, they are going to recognize these kind of the sunken in eye effects, and all of a sudden you just see them whip out that kazoo, and well, kind of, can I shunt around these guys?
Yeah, I will allow it because of how I've placed you on the map. I will allow you to move between in a diagonal this way if you would like.
Okay.
Together.
I cannot move my character.
We're like bursting into the room, aren't we?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't move mine either.
Don't worry, I got you all.
Fear the kazoo.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Wait.
That was brilliant. You can have inspiration for that. That was incredible.
Hey!
That was brilliant. Well done, you.
Okay, so Kyria is gonna look at everything going on. Oh, well, that's not ideal. And is going to play what, on their typical instrument of a pan flute, would sound melodic and charming. Just comes out distorted, but I am going to use the kazoo as my focus, and I am going to cast Silent Image.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I am going to create the illusion in the corner here
Yeah.
of a stockpile of Flux oxygen masks
Ooh, love
Ooh,
that.
that's good, man.
to attempt to
love
distract them and cluster
that.
them up.
We're just gonna put that. Oh no, shit! We're not gonna put that on.
Whoa!
I got spells, baby! I got creativity! Let's go!
We're not gonna do that. That was the wrong thing. That's amazing. Well done. And so as you kind of step out into this room, for those of you that are listening on our new YouTube podcast, on YouTube Music, available now, you will see, Kyria, that this room is, even though it's the middle of the day, it is dimly lit.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that there are a few torches on the walls, a few candles on some of the tables, some of which have been knocked off and extinguished at this point. You see that the bar is to your right-hand side. It's quite a small bar, but there again, this is quite, I wouldn't say a small establishment, but a lot larger than most of the other buildings within the UC, but small compared to some of the taverns that are in Windmere. You notice that, and you know that in the, well, you wouldn't know, but in the back corner, you see, as you're casting the silent image towards the back right corner, in the back left corner here, you see the door to the latrine open ever so slightly, and a pair of eyes peek out before the door slams shut. Okay. And you hear a distinct on the latch as they lock the door.
Okay, so valid.
Yeah, but you use your kazoo as elegantly as you can to cast Silent Image.
Yeah, what you essentially see in the corner, Liana and Dag, is almost like a hand is pulling something from another realm. This kind of stockpile of Flux equipment begin to apparate from what seems to be almost like the ethereal plane. Meanwhile, Kyria's just like got the most frustrated look on their face at the noise of this kazoo, and it's just like, fuck. Puts it away, and is then going to go so I've gone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I hop up onto the table?
You can, sure.
30, 35, back of the table.
You could have done that in a lot fewer steps, by the way, but that's fine.
But
like you were like, I will walk.
Let's be real. Kira's just like, I want to go there. No, wait there.
I love it.
And then, fuck it, why not? Liana, you hear in your mind, Listen, I do not know much about you, but I believe that you've got this. You're stronger than all of them. And you got bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Thank
That's
you.
Amazing.
not the same voice as last time.
No,
Correct.
it's a third voice.
We've had 3 different voices.
The hell's
right
going
now.
on?
I'm so confused.
Okay, and as
As you
you
were casting that, you probably did notice that she has got this look of fear
Mhm.
on her face.
Okay.
okay. As you cast the musical note to cast Silent Image that Miko did point out makes no fucking sense whatsoever. You,
Yeah, true. Very good point.
Nice. You notice that this individual on the table in the middle of the room, who's sort of like haunched over, kind of gaunt in features, very slender, very slim, looks as though they haven't eaten in a few days. So like, as they kind of like hunch over on the table, and almost like animalistic in nature, as they are ripping into this individual who's just kind of like in their seat, like eyes rolled into the back of their head, their
Oh my
throat
God.
muscles
Jesus.
pulled out, bleeding from the open wound on their throat. You see that they kind of go and leap off the table, landing on all fours, and almost like a possessed hound just across the room and launches towards the Silent Image and crashes into the ground.
Yeah.
And kind of goes, What is it? What is this?
Nice.
Holy shit, when did we get Gollum into this whole mix? Oh god.
My name-
That's terrifying.
My neighbors are going to come and knock on the door. I wonder about this every single week because my D&D lounge is like in my garage, and it's a very thin like metal garage doors. People walking the dogs past like quickly, like make like quick the pace up as we walk past my house. But enough about me. Virgil, you are up, sir.
Oh God, combat! I can't do this anymore.
It's just Dan or DM. God is not necessary, but I appreciate it.
You think
Wish I
you're
could do
so
that.
funny, don't you?
I can't move my token, God. So you must sort that out.
You,
I beseech thee.
It's because you are not in Albert, brother.
I am.
It doesn't
not.
say you are. You might have to reload it.
Doesn't on my screen.
It didn't say I disconnected.
Yeah, it doesn't mind.
While you're doing that,
There you
the
go, you're in
chat
there.
has asked if you could zoom in slightly on the map so we can see the tokens.
Ooh,
I can
good.
do-
Yeah, let's get a good look at Tanner's token because it's fucking dope.
There we go.
The size of them forearms.
This is Tanner, and this is a crazed individual who's he's beating the shit out at the moment. But sure, there we go. The map itself, as we said, was created by Tom Kartos, and if you look at just the detail in this map, it is
No, honestly, it's insane.
it is incredible. As I do a slow motion pan round, check it out at
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
tomkartos.com.
The player tokens that you're seeing are.
Oh, yes.
Drawn
Anyway,
by
moving
me.
on. So, Virgil, your turn.
Yes.
Action, movement, and bonus action, please.
And other things wizards can do. God, I wish I was a barbarian again.
Immediate regret.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, because I've never come down this far, I'm not 100%. Like, I know. Do I have a rough idea what these guys are sort of suffering from?
I don't believe you will because you.
Just out
Roll me a
what-
history check. Actually, roll me a history check because of your session 0. You may remember something.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that's
Yeah,
Mid
including
combat
session
history
zeros.
checks are my favorite. Some of my favorite checks.
Wizards.
Yeah.
14.
14. If you remember rightly, one day when you were coming back from the
Where I was coming from.
yeah, the place. Fine. I mean, you.
The thing.
Sure. You went through Windmere to get back to where you were staying, and you actually noticed that on the streets of Windmere there was somebody being rough-handled outside of a tavern one afternoon who seems to exhibit the same sort of features on their face, and you saw that the SBC, the Skyhaven Bureau of Crime, the individuals who represent that organization were holding that individual, kind of capturing them.
Yeah. So sort of gently coming up behind Dag, not really wanting to get into the fray. Sort of a couple of steps down, he just sort of looks up and goes, I feel like I've heard of these guys before. These are swingers, right? The drug addicts on the streets?
I don't know if they're called that, but why don't we find out after we finish knocking them out?
All right, fine. I'll aim for one. You finish it off, and we'll just try and take them as we go. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, right. You there on the bar, you'll do. And sort of peeking up, sort of over the banister, slightly looking where I'm going to be aiming for this one, who's on the bar closest to me.
Excellent. Yeah.
And you sort of see his hand. He puts two circles together in his hands, and as they sort of overlap into the center, this fireball just appears out of it, and I'm going to cast Firebolt at that one.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead and roll me to hit, please.
Okay. Okay, that's a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though if I was your DM, I would advise you not to throw fiery objects towards a bar full of alcohol. But that would just be me as a right-minded person.
He hit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's why I was like, roll to hit. If you were like, does a 10 hit? I'd be like, oh no. No, it doesn't.
No, but you do make a valid point. There's lots of flammable things around here.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
I don't think that's the kind of help Tanner wanted.
Nope.
His bar exploded.
We are.
Don't worry, we'll save you.
Okay.
For everyone at home, we are professional D&D players and DMs. I think about these things all the time.
Nah.
Blowing up
Wait,
bars.
what?
It's a poor man's fireball. Okay, that's 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage
Nice.
as you... And this ball of fire erupts from your hand and shoots across and crashes into the individual on the bar, dealing 8 fire damage. And you see the crackle and char of the fireball as it hits his chest. And he will attempt to make a dexterity saving throw, which he does. He manages to keep his footing on the bar, but then immediately, as he's trying to push over one of the kegs, his eyes just go towards you, Virgil.
Seeing the look on the individual's face as that happens, he just goes, "All right, you two, do your thing. That's fine. I'll be here."
As Virgil ducks down behind the banister of the stairwell. Okay.
Yes, actually, do you know what? Because Pim is so small, he's just going to sort of like step around him slightly over him, like, "All right, Pim, show me what you've got." And I'm going to go deeper into the stairwell.
The child.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, we established he definitely is a child. No, he's not. He's just small. Yeah, he's both.
Can I cast cantrips as bonus actions or not?
No.
If only if you have one of the 3 cantrips that are bonus actions, yes.
Or if you took a level in, or 2 levels
All right.
in sorcerer.
because I can do this. As Virgil sort of comes down the stairs, you'll see him sort of and sort of like slap himself, and this sort of lightish greenish blue line just sort of curves around his face and sort of disappears onto where his clothes are, and like another sort of like a straight line comes out of here somewhere. There's just this very sort of 2 marks, and I'm going to bonus action cast Blade Ward on myself.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice. Okay. Blade Ward is a bonus action, I believe.
Is for me as an Earth Genasi.
Love
Of
that.
course.
Love that.
Wow.
Okay. Anything
And that
else on
is
your
my turn.
That's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is this individual's turn here. And he hears your joyful tune, Kyria, and is going to 5, 10,
Over there,
15,
over there.
20, 25,
That's way.
and just
That's right.
and lands on the table and goes and is going to because this
Kill you.
is a
yeah.
this is a homebrew monster of my own creation. It
Oh, God.
is going
Oh, no.
to
Started so soon.
start of its turn. It is going to
Multi-attack with pack tactics.
um,
I'm just a little guy.
it's going to make a
Well,
I'm
wisdom.
a
after
little
this.
guy.
Okay, it's going to make a
Playing a
wisdom
nice little
saving
tune.
throw, which it fails. Okay, so it fails its wisdom saving throw. So stuff happens because of that, and you see it kind of go, "Ah!" and the lines on his face kind of go, like to like almost a mask of this purple hue, and is then going to. Everyone within a 15-foot cone is going to be Kyria, Liana, and Edivir as well. I need you all to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Wait, will it
Me?
reach? No, it won't reach Dag from him.
Oh, it won't reach Dag. Liana and Kyria, thank you. I don't know why I was doing it from here. I don't know why I did that. There you go.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh,
On.
is this against poison or disease?
No, it is not.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a
Yeah.
9.
A 9. Okay, so. Ooh. So, you, Kyria, take 8 points of psychic damage. And Liana, you take half that.
Woohoo! Okay.
However, this individual does gain a level of exhaustion as he uses the ability Rage Burst.
Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh,
Nice.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Rage burst.
So I'm gonna just go. Hold on, let me just write this down.
Literally blood vessels popping.
And I'm gonna put
God.
one there for one level of exhaustion, and then So I think it can do So it can do that, or it can make 2 attacks. So it does the Rage Burst.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fine.
I only had
Edivir.
5 hit points.
Yes.
Edivir, did you only have 5 hit points? Are you
Oh,
down?
no, I'm
No,
fine.
I'm lying.
I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm not fine, but I'm okay. I'm up.
Okay, Edivir.
Edivir is going to. Am I right in thinking that the map is accurate to what is in the room? I.e., is this hot fire poker actually in the fireplace right here?
It is, yes.
Okay.
It is on the fireplace. It's not in the fire, but it's on the fireplace.
Okay, cool. I will just look to Liana and just shoot my eyes down to it because it's probably too heavy for me to swing around. And then I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of, and I sort of do like how like you see in cop shows when they sort of scoop over the bonnet of a car. I kind of vault over the and like vault and slide over the table and chairs to behind this guy, and once again flip the dagger around in my hand and just try and slice at his Achilles heels.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll me to hit, please, with advantage because you are in a flanking position.
Okay.
And also, players, please don't forget you also have your hero points to spend if you need to.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
of course.
So that's to hit is a dagger is a +5 AC 23 to hit.
Will definitely hit. Grimforge, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Hey,
Hey.
so that's a 3 on the dice, +3, 6 damage plus my sneak attack, which I think is another d6. So 6 plus 2, 8 points of
8 points.
damage to this guy.
As you slide across the table, and almost as you land and get your footing, the knife is already out, and you slice across.
I'm still moving. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just cut through his ankles on the way past, and then I'm going to move over to here, and I'm going to slide under this. Hang on, what was that? It was 25 to there. 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to slide and bonus action hide under this table.
Okay, you have 4. Oh, because you have the mobile feet, of course. Yep.
I have the mobile feet, which means
Yeah.
I also don't take an opportunity attack.
You do not. Excellent.
Dag just hears, good fighter.
Okay, anything else on your turn, Edivir?
I need to make a stealth check for my bonus action hide, though. Right?
Yes.
Also, yes, that was
please,
a One
thank you.
Piece reference, please.
Nice spider. Yeah, no, I got it.
Don't come for me in the comments.
That's a 17 stealth.
That's fine. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. Next in initiative order is Tanner.
Let's go, Tanner.
Let's go.
You can see him. You've already seen him like pummel this individual a couple of times, and almost as the person in front of him goes, ah, he goes, as he will bonus action rage.
Yeah, let's go, Tanner.
Let's go, Tanner. Let's go.
Man, I
Raging barkeep. I love it.
Yeah, and he will just, and you see his almost like his muscular form grow as he just and you see like his forearms swell with muscle as his hands like look like his shovel like hands get even bigger, and as he closes his fist you hear every knuckle on his fist pop of their own accord as he just goes
Nice.
and he is going to attempt to strike this individual twice.
Ooh.
This will be reckless, so it will be with advantage. First one, he goes and takes a swing, but almost due to the rage in like being induced in him, he swings wildly, almost miscalculating the distance, and misses with his first strike. And his second strike will also be reckless. That one is much better, and that one will hit for... Oh, that's rubbish. 3 + 3, 6 damage as he...
+2 for raging.
+2, 8 damage. Thank you. I forgot all about that. As he does 8 damage. Can't do maths, and it's a really simple, like, fraction that as well. Like, anyway, as he
18 minus 8.
and then turns to all of you and goes, "We need to deal with this now. Move them to the door. Get them out if you can. If you can't, finish them." And that is all he says.
Finish him.
This individual is next, and he spots you rushing down the stairs, Virgil. I will just move the map up here so that they can see what happens next. As he races and jumps 1, 2, onto the corner of the table and vaults down
Well, fuck.
to here. He will take a small amount of damage because he's fallen, launched himself that... Oh, in fact, let me dexterity save and throw that. He will not take any damage.
Yeah, sure. Why make it? Why make it easy?
Yeah, he will not take any damage, and he will... Yeah, he's going to go, and he will go and use the one of his abilities called Uncontrollable Rage, so he has to make a Wisdom saving throw himself, which he fails, because this is with disadvantage, so yes. Because he's fluxed. So, on a failure, he enters a rage and attacks the nearest creature it can see. Virgil, weird that.
Weirdly.
Yeah. It has advantage on strength checks, saving throws, and its melee attacks deal an extra portion of damage.
Oh, I didn't want to play this character anyway.
The rage lasts for 1 minute and cannot be ended early.
Like I could.
So he will try to... Ooh, do I want to do that? Or do I want to rage burst again?
You've done it now.
I haven't rolled yet. The dice is in my hand. I'm just
Okay.
deliberating. He's going to try and hit you.
Cool.
It is a 12 to hit.
Reaction shield.
Ooh.
As the hit comes in, he places both hands up, and this sort of shimmering, like sort of film just comes up and sort of like reverberates off as he tries to punch it.
Amazing. And with his second attack, oh, that is a little bit more. That's a 16 to hit.
With shield? With shield?
Shield is still up.
It is. Hold on.
What's your base AC?
So I have an AC of 16 now.
So
Okay.
it
It's
hits.
It hits.
It hits.
Yeah.
Meets beats.
Yeah.
So he will do, because it's an unarmed strike, it will do 4 damage plus 3 for the uncontrollable rage for 7 damage.
Reduced down to 4.
Yes.
3.
3.
3. 'cause
Blade ward.
yeah, so it is bludgeoning damage. So yes.
Yeah.
Do you get resistance to bludgeoning? Is it bludgeoning and slashing?
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Amazing. Excellent. So that is his turn as he lands. This individual, I do this every week, so I have the OBS up here, which has the map on, and I try and
You try
move
and
the
move stuff.
tokens, and it doesn't work.
I've tried to move stuff on the stream multiple times before.
This individual is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here, and will race across the bar, leap down, and almost get into a flanking position with their Flux friend. Let's say Flux friend, because it's fun to say. And we'll get into a flanking position, flanking Tanner, and will, at this point, also go into an uncontrollable rage if it fails its wisdom save. Oh, an 18. Oh, and a 14. It does not get uncontrollable rage, but will also try and attack Tanner. It will be with advantage. 3. 17 will hit. So 17 will hit. It is. He is raging though, so that is 1 plus 3. So that's 4 minus 2 for 2 bludgeoning damage for Tanner. With the first attack. Second attack with advantage. It would have been with advantage anyway because Tanner was reckless. Second attack will also hit. For 3 plus 3, 6 minus 3. Okay, so that's another 3. So 5 damage total in that round as this individual lamps Tanner round the back of the head with, as you can see, one of Tanner's own tankards in his hand, as he has used a tankard as an improvised weapon to clobber him round the back of the head. And that is the end of its go. Pimothy!
No, I don't want to.
Come on, Bim. Let's go.
You got this, buddy.
Right, okay. I'm gonna take 10 feet up the stairs, first of all, to get a better vantage point because I'm short.
This is the first time as you race up the stairs, you see this carnage unfold in front of you in the tavern.
And seeing that, I'm gonna take another step and hide behind Liana or Sophia. First time he's ever getting close to you, just goes behind your leg and goes, "Hi, sorry." So, getting up the stairs, I obviously see all of these bloody rage monsters. You said that they don't seem to feel pain, but do they look hurt?
I never said that they don't seem to feel pain. I never mentioned that. They do seem to feel pain, but it's almost like they shrug it off because when you're angry, you just kind of do.
Right. So do they seem like they are physically hurt? Are there like scars and bruises on them, or is it?
Make me a general perception check, please.
Right, will do.
As you're looking
21.
for something specific. 21. In terms of like scarring and bruising, they look destitute in nature. Like they look like a gang of rabble-rousers who have obviously been taking an illicit substance. They are going to have pot marks. They're going to have scarring. They're going to have bruises. They're going to have signs of malnutrition, things like that. But it's not like it's hard to describe what it like. I don't know what you're looking for in terms of like a visible sign of things, but like,
is it whether they've been hurt so far during this combat? Does it look like they're showing signs?
I mean, the individual behind Virgil,
injured.
Yeah, the individual behind Virgil definitely looks like they've sustained some damage, and the individual in front of Kyria, the Ed attacked, definitely looks like they sustained some damage.
Right. Okay. Cool. In that case, let's try it, shall we? Actually, no, I can't do that, can I? Fuck! I need material components for that. Oh, wait. I'll look into the fire. Can I see any kind of sand? Because usually when you put out a fire, you need to put it unless you put it out with water, which is going to destroy the whole fire. You need to put it out with something that's dry, which is usually sand. Can I see any sort of sand grains or
You
anything
do
like that?
not, but to search for it, it would cost you your action to search.
Okay, fuck. Well, in that case,
Help me. That's also very injured.
Don't know what you mean, I'm fine. I'm living life.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hurry you, Timothy.
Okay, I'm just gonna bonus action healing word Kyria in that case.
Okay, no problem. Bonus action healing word, Kyria.
Yeah.
Thank you.
D4 plus 4.
Oh, I
so
can heal.
That's 6.
Just need to know. Sick.
Underneath, sort of between your legs, Leona, you see Timothy's hands quickly stick out towards Kyria, and then Kyria, you start to see where you've sustained a wound. It's almost like a bit of moss starts to grow, and then a small flower grows out, and then it wilts away, and the wound is no longer there. You heal 6 points.
Thank
Nice.
you. That helped a lot.
Nice. Amazing. So that's your bonus action as you cast healing word. What are you doing for your action and movement, or remaining movement?
Because I can hide as an action.
Yeah, sure. Okay, where are you going to hide?
I mean, I'm a halfling, and Leona's like 6
You
foot 8.
know she's gonna move.
I'm climbing up. I don't give a shit. I'm climbing up and holding on for dear life.
Don't climb up.
You're gonna
even,
hide in my
please.
fur.
Basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
Lea-
my best to hide.
Liana, do you allow him to climb up onto your back?
Yes.
Okay. Timothy, you start grabbing
you.
clumps of hair and just clambering up Liana's back.
I'm
make
very-
me-
I'm very light. I'm very light.
Okay.
I can see this becoming a thing, to be honest.
with you trying to hide effectively out in the open, but just on somebody's back, I will allow you to make a stealth check to hide, but it will be with disadvantage
Okay.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
because you are effectively not hiding at all, but I'm being nice.
You don't see me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you hide behind a door, but both your feet and
Feet
nose
are out.
and your belly hang like over the door.
That's a 13.
A 13. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Liana, with your pin backpack, you are up.
Impact.
Pimpack.
I do not know what he's doing here, but I would maybe go for that one. I got you.
In your head.
Which one would you have indicated in my head?
Yeah, that one to an omnipresent voice isn't very specific.
Okay, thank you.
That's
So,
one.
as a free action, she's just gonna say, "Well, hold on tight." As you would feel it, the rest of them would see it. As she kind of takes this low stance, but she does this really low, grumbly growl as her muscles get bigger, and her two fangs get bigger,
Nice.
and her hair gets a bit more messy, and she rages.
Let's
I-
go.
I imagine it feels like, when you sit in a really nice sports car for the first time and someone starts revving it up. That's just
So bonus action rage. She is going to then charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You race
To there.
25 feet into almost the middle of the tavern, almost right next to the bar, to get yourself in a flanking position with Tanner and the creature from before that flanked him previously. So you're now in a flanking position with them. What would you like to do?
I am going to. I think I'm just going to hit him.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna hit him.
Whack!
That is a barbarian's MO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
I'm trying to knock it out. So
Okay.
I'm going to clonk it with my rusty knuckles, brass knuckles, like straight in the side of the head.
Okay.
Rusty
Okay.
knuckles.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nice. Rusty.
So this is with advantage. So give me an attack roll with advantage, please.
It's a 19 anyway. Hold on. That was a nat 20.
Let's go! Chunky crits!
Let's go.
Chunky crits!
The pimp pack works.
Yeah.
A little lucky guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll me some damage and double the dice, please, and then we will get you to
Okay.
roll on the chunky crit table.
So
To be
that
fair, I
was-
do have the lucky feat as a halfling, so.
It's
Has
transferable.
max
Yeah.
damage on the dice, which is a 6, so 12.
Yeah,
Nice.
Plus 3.
It works.
yeah,
Plus
15,
2 for rage.
17.
And then
God
chunky
damn.
quit.
Yep. So,
quit.
for those of you listening at home on our YouTube podcast that is available now everywhere on YouTube Music, every time one of our players rolls a natural 20 on an attack roll, it's classed as a chunky crit.
Chunky
Now, what
crit!
that means is that not only do they get the additional damage that a typical critical hit will give you, they get to roll a d20 on a critical hit table, which gives them additional damage or further boons. Boon
I got
nuts,
it.
not boobs.
I also have magical inspirations, by the way, so it's not just
Fantastic.
a d6. If you wanted to add that to the damage, you can.
Oh, 100%. She's looking to do as much damage as possible. I thought it was just
Lock
the
it,
Kicking
attack.
this guy's fucking head off.
No, so you can, if you have it and you cast a healing spell, you could add it to the healing, but you could also add it to the damage dealt if you.
And it's a d6.
It is a d6, yep.
So are magical attacks or all attacks?
That's an
Four
extra
attacks.
6. And because
an
it's
extra
rolled
12.
damage, that's
Yeah.
an extra 12.
So
Jeez.
17,
17 plus
Okay.
12.
27, 28, 29, plus a d20 on the crit hit table, please.
Level
What's
2!
A 2. You
The
jabbed
lowest I
jabbed the foe in the eye, ugly
Oh, no!
causing ugly bruising. Inflict an extra 1d4 damage.
Another!
We go again!
And that's an extra 2 damage.
How do
I'll
you?
do it.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah,
you-
well.
Just like that, as they are facing Tanner, I've come up behind him, and as I was charging, I was low. I've reared up, and I've just clonked it straight in like maybe the ear / eye.
Yeah, just
Area.
sucker punch that motherfucker. Boom! Love that.
As you see, as you sucker punch, Leanna, you feel like this extra presence behind you, as like a spectral arm almost covers your own, and you both punch together.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That is so good. Not for long. As that individual. Sorry. Ash is just monster fodder for me at this point. I'm joking.
And I'm
As
just
you
gonna say
boom
to
and
Tanner,
crack this
as he
individual.
falls,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say to Tanner, I can rage 2.
Nice. And as you do, and you deliver this lethal blow into the side of this creature's face and head, you see its head almost like concave under the force.
Did you
and
say
pressure.
did you say you try and knock him out?
I
you
would
just giving
say
him?
I was trying that, but the amount of damage I did, it would kill
That is
even with that.
Yeah,
That's fair.
you're not knocking this fucker out with
not with a chunky crit.
No, I'm sorry, but with 31 points of damage, he's definitely not knocked out. If he is, it's for a very long time, almost forever.
He's in permanent coma.
But you
That's
whack,
fair.
and you whack this individual, and just
Goes flying across the room, just hits a wall and goes, well, okay.
and that is that individual Done. Next in initiative order, unless you have you've bonus actioned, you've actioned, and you've moved.
I've got more movement.
You have. I'm just going to place Pim there because he is still on your back at this point.
Timothy!
I'm just going to jump around to each back.
I'm going to step there and then there.
Nice. Okay. So you step around Tanner, so your back is essentially toward at the edge of the bar.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. The individual in front of Tanner, seeing you move closer to them, is going to take a step this way. Knowing full well that you're trying to move in for the attack, just kind of goes, oh, and launches themselves, almost springing from the ground, landing on the table next to Tanner, who is the owner of the Tanner's Mark. You do get an opportunity attack if you'd like to use it.
Good call.
I certainly will. That was a 19.
A 19 will hit.
Impact.
I'm just doing this with my claws. So I've got the rusty knuckle on one thing. So as he's disappearing around Tanner, I'm just swiping out with my claws on the other hand. On the other hand. That is a 3 + 3, so 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Oh, +2 because I'm still raging.
Excellent, thank you. This individual launches as you slash across and catch them with the claws. They land on the table, and they will, because they are already in an uncontrollable rage, which is where you heard the scream earlier from down below, they are going to rage burst. So I would like Tanner, Pim, and Liana to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Pim.
Good.
I think you made a bit of a mistake there, babes.
It's okay because I have my new dice, guys. So they just arrived now, so I'm back in the game.
Yeah, let's go. This would be a pivotal moment for that set of dice.
I got a 21.
21, okay.
Beast.
Okay, Tanner is going to also roll. Tanner failed his con save.
No.
No!
Oh no.
No.
Oh no!
Hannah.
These dice are stubborn. They don't want to open.
You just need one. You just need one
Come on,
D20.
just roll a die.
Just D20. Do unpack the new ones in another round.
Natural 19.
Nice.
We'll do it.
For a 21.
Okay, so you take.
Your old dice heard your new dice turn up and they were like, oh shit, we're about to get thrown away.
So you take 14 points of psychic damage. Timothy and Liana, that is halved to 7 points each.
Oh,
Then half
I
again
thought.
from raging.
Nope.
No, it's psychic.
Psychic damage.
Oh,
Tanner takes the full whack, 14.
Oof. Poor Tanner.
Okay.
Okay. And then
that's 6 points of damage. Or
this-
7.
7.
7.
Seven.
Half of 14, 7. Then the individual is going to take a wild strike towards Tanner's temple to try and cause as much damage as physically possible with one strike. However, Tanner juxtaposes, and as the individual kind of like launches back, Tanner just boots the table, sending the table like
Nice.
sliding back like a few feet, and the individual just kind of like stumbles on the table and wildly swings and misses.
Nice.
I can tell you guys that my new dice rolled exactly the same.
Hey,
Nice.
So they are literally
Um,
competing.
Top of the initiative order, Kyria.
That's me. Okay. Right. So the kazoo style image hasn't really done anything.
Oh no, because this individual over here is still in a fit of rage trying to like grasp for them. So you've
Okay,
effectively
fine.
taken that individual out of the fight at the moment.
Well, I'll keep that going then. I'm not going to drop concentration on that. But what I will do, having just been bombarded by this guy, is kind of like I'm squinting back from the pain that's been damaged, but then kind of you just see like that moss begin to like bloom and then wilt like on my head because it was psychic damage.
Oh yeah.
And just like a little sprout of a flower kind of comes out my ear. Before I kind of shake my head, and I just go, see, I have been looking for a new place to stay. How much are you charging between that empty space between your skull?
Oh,
Oh shit! Shade.
Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
Nice.
Yeah, vicious mockery.
with disadvantage because he's exhausted.
It is with disadvantage because of exhaustion. It wouldn't have mattered. He rolled a 2 on the first.
Alrighty. Hang on, D4.
I've got a fumble.
Which are? Oh, 4.
Nice.
Let's
go.
This individual is looking oh no. 1 second. No. Yes. Which one did the witch damage for? Who did I hit? Yes, this one. Thank you.
Same one I stabbed.
Yeah. I've just got 2 with very, like, similar, and I was like, which one is which? That one. Cool. As you hold your hand out and cast Vicious Mockery.
I'm then going to... Fuck it, yeah. I'm gonna death drop off the table.
Yes. Leg up.
Literally, like, as soon as I say that, Kyria kicks their leg up and just falls backwards and just death drops right by the fireplace. But as I do, I shoot a wink towards Tanner and I cast Healing Word.
Nice.
Yes, I can do that.
Very nice.
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, I believe, is it not?
Correct.
So, yeah.
So, Healing Word is a thing I can do as a bard. So, Tanner gets 6 points of healing back.
Yeah, love that. Excellent, thank you. And as
Death
you
drops on the floor.
death drop, they will invoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
I'm sure you knew that.
It's for flavor.
It doesn't matter because he swings and you just go woo.
Just like poof.
And you death drop off the table. Very good.
Off the table, and then I am going to. So I've used. How much is a death drop? That's about 5 feet, isn't it, for a death drop?
Yeah, I'm going to allow you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. Hang on, where's my character sheet gone? Yes, that's fine. That's a 17.
I will determine if that's fine. Thank you.
Well, it was. Oh,
good roll.
I'm the DM here, actually.
And I determined that is fine. Thank you.
And not because you said it.
And then I'm going to very gracefully, on the floor still, 5, 10, 15.
Just kind of like
I imagine
scurry
you
along
just
the floor.
like pushing on your back, just pushing your legs.
Nice.
Moving out of the way, and then that's
So
my
good.
turn.
So
Nice. Love
I
that.
told you it'd be different from Ash, okay?
Love
The
that.
okayest
Spider
DM
climb
goes,
on the floor.
the okayest DM goes, is this Mean Girls UK?
Coming to a theater near you. Amazing. So the individual, because you kept silent image. Oh, would you be? Oh yeah, because it's only other. Yeah.
Concentration.
Yeah. The other individual in the corner.
I did, however, forget to make my concentration check.
Did you take damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Earlier did.
16.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay, cool. The individual in the silent image of Flux is going to spend their turn. I'm going to see if they can figure out that this is just an illusion first.
Yeah. So it's a DC 13.
Yeah, it's an 18 on the die. Yeah. So they figure out that this is an illusion, just kind of go and we'll begin racing down the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and launches themselves onto the bar on all fours and just goes. Virgil.
Cool. As the rager comes down and sort of one fist deflects off the shield and the other one sort of like strikes him in the side, like, Pim, anytime now. Pim. And as he sort of slow turns and just sort of sees the wolf cut head of Kiritos just on the floor, sort of probably looking upside down. Just... Oh fuck.
There's something out of The Conjuring. Like.
as the shield sort of like dissipates and there's sort of like pentachromatic sparks, he's like, wait right there. And yeah, I'm going to take the opportunity attack and just sort of bolt, sort of hands to the stairs at first, and then sort of righting myself to get to here.
Okay, so you make it to the top of the stairs, righting yourself. You will take an opportunity attack.
That's fine.
It will hit at this
Yeah, of
point.
course it
And that is 4 + 3, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And also, that doesn't reduce because shield is a concentration spell. So
Yeah, shield
is Blade Ward not concentration?
No, it stays until the end of my turn. And until the end of my next turn, I still have Blade Ward up.
Yeah, and shield isn't concentration.
So at the
either.
end of this turn, essentially.
Yeah,
end of this turn, okay, that's
once this turn ends, I lose Blade Ward.
Okay, thank you. That's fine.
But-
So it counts towards the opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
So-
3 points.
So, yep.
Yep. This is why we pick things with useful stuff. Yeah, as that swing sort of like cracked and was like, really not used to getting hit this much. That's asking for it. Right. You. And he's going to bring the two circles up again, and as they sort of collide in the center and the sort of eye-shaped centerpiece comes together, you sort of see sparks and like light form as the fireball creates, and I'm going to launch another firebolt directly at this guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to hit, please. And... I believe it's with advantage. This guy is reckless attack. He reckless attacked you.
Was it
He was.
unending rage?
Yep.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So it's he
I don't
reckless.
think he did.
Yeah, I'm sure he reckless attacked. He
definitely
raged,
reckless.
and then
Was
he
it
reckless
reckless?
attacked. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
definitely reckless attacked
Yeah.
you, Virgil.
But I was
Yeah.
surprised that the first one didn't hit.
He's not making
Yeah.
a melee attack, though, is he?
It doesn't
No, but it's
matter,
all
it's
It's
leaving
attack-
you vulnerable.
Attack rolls
just all
against
the
it.
dice.
Attack rolls against
God
it has
damn.
advantage. So you can roll this with advantage, Dan.
Okay, that's still good. So that's an 18 to hit.
An 18 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
Damage.
Damage. Okay.
Laboratoire.
That's 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage as you hurl this ball of fire down. Tanner will probably catch you doing this out of the corner of your eye, and he will just shout across and go, "Will you just be careful?"
As you're throwing fire down to the cellar. Like, which
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna V for Vendetta this shit.
Honestly, when we,
move.
before session 1, when I still thought that Tanner was a bad guy, I was literally planning on blowing this place up because of all the hard liquor that he has. Like, hey man, you provided the bomb, I just needed the match.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, as the sort of the fireball strikes and Tanner shouts that, Virgil just sort of looks up from above the banister, sort of slightly bloodied from the mouth. Like, well, if I wasn't on my own, I'd be more careful, but I have a fucking problem down here. sorry, Kyriatos, just excuse me.
I am right here,
And I'm
darling.
just gonna just very gingerly step over Kyriatos and come to here.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. This individual here is not going to like the fact that you ran away, but has now seen another prey.
Oh no! He literally steps from one problem to another.
Well, it's fine.
And is
I
going
like
to... And is going to grapple you and try to shove you towards the open fire.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, sure.
How's that for next cause?
yeah, I'd like you to... It's a contested athletics against either an acrobatics or an athletics check, please.
Yeah, because I've got those things. All right, I'll take acrobatics because at least I've learned that.
If only it was Chris, it would have been with disadvantage.
I'm going in a fire. That's a 6 from me.
Yeah, he grabs you and just... And you fling into the open flames.
Chucks him in there.
Just fucking
Yeah.
grabs it.
God.
This is a Goliath dude.
It's like,
literally just grabs him and fucking just launches Virgil. You just feel yourself being picked up and go, no, and,
shit.
And you just get
he's
launched.
a Goliath.
He's a Goliath.
That's why he said.
I thought it was a human.
When he described the guy.
He's a
No,
Goliath.
I
He's not
just
just a
thought it
big
was like a
human.
big human.
No, and he just throws you in, Virgil, into the fire. You are going to take some flamey damage, I'm afraid.
Yep.
damage.
That's 6 points of fire damage.
Oh dear.
You.
Is that with disadvantage? Oh, yeah, was the attack with disadvantage? Oh, does it count as an attack
It's
roll?
not really an attack roll, no.
Yeah, it's
Unfortunately not.
contested ability checks.
Yeah.
But that is the end of his go, thankfully, Virgil.
Yes. That's fine.
Although,
Just stay
now
on
that
top.
he's done that, he's going to boof, and step there and just kind of go, like, almost stand over you, Kyria, and just kind of go... And you kind of see, like, almost like a fucking... Like a bull on a cold day, like the steam kind of... From his nostrils as he goes... You...
Hello.
Edivir,
Hello.
it is your turn.
Okay, Edivir is going to leap from his hiding place, seeing that his friends in the back line are still being hammered, and he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, vault over the table again, 25. Oh, hang on, wait, can I do this more efficiently? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, fuck it. 35 will go to... No, fuck, I can't do that. Wait, hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take an attack against this guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll me to attack, please.
Actually, no. I will go flanking because I've just realised what I was going to do. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, using my full movement to get to there. So
Yeah.
I'm flanking. That is 13 plus 5 for an 18.
An 18 will definitely hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me some damage, please.
4 on the D4 plus 3 is 7.
Yep.
And I'll do sneak attack if that doesn't kill him. Oh, shit.
It won't. It will kill him. So
Oh,
if
that kills him.
it does.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're trying to save
Cool.
a sneak attack, then
Yes, because so what will happen is Edivir will sort of charge around and leap over the table as this guy sort of stands up over Kyriatos, and you just say as he's like grilling over, his face just goes loose, and as he falls, you see Dag pulling a blade out from the base of his skull.
Nice.
Not looking at you, not looking at the person he just killed. I'm going to bonus action dash. He leaps onto this table here, runs along the table, and I'm going to leap down on top of this guy. I want to use a hero point to get extra action.
nice. You can
Nice.
do so.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed. Dope.
Love that as you.
And I'll try.
Pull the
I'll
blade.
sort of land on this side of him, on the further down side of him, so in case anyone does want to come flank.
Yeah,
Block him in.
nice.
So straight attack.
Let's go!
Nice.
I just scared the absolute shit out of my cat.
Let's go.
Oh my god, I haven't got a natural 20 in combat in ages.
Your cat went from staring to the wall to go, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh man, it's a shame I can't do sneak attack again. Oh well.
You didn't use it.
Oh, I didn't use it. Sneak
You
attack.
were holding it.
Oh no, but
You can't. You're not within.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
No,
I'm
no.
not.
Oh, you don't
flanking
advantage,
or
yeah.
anything like that. Yeah, no, it won't be sneak attack. So that's
Would it be
Yeah.
advantage coming from the roof?
Yeah.
Asking.
Would the drop down not count as the sneak? Because he sort of
Mm,
dropped
yeah,
into
that's
the
it.
hit point of advantage.
No, because he's literally just dropped the other person's friend and ran
Oh,
along
okay.
the banister. The other person at the bottom would have gone, oh yeah.
I will take that ruling. It is fair. I still got to do something badass.
You fucking
so
did.
it's-
That was insanely cool.
2 times. Oh, I get them chunky crit as well. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3,
7.
7.
Amazing.
Death from above, hand on the back of the dagger, and I'm just trying to get it right in the top of his dome.
Fantastic. And then go ahead and roll me to a chunky crit, please.
Come on, big whammies. That's a 6.
Okay. Not that this will re-roll it, because this one it wouldn't matter because you're killing the enemy.
Okay, 13.
13. Oh, better. I'm not going to allow you to re-roll it twice. The first one would have disarmed the foe, but you're killing him. The second one reduces the foe's movement by half, but you're killing him. So all of it's reduced. So yeah.
Just blade in the back of the Goliath's skull, and then I just run sort of across the tables, leap down, and just straight into the top of the other guy's head.
Yes, amazing.
And then I'll just sort of peek up to say to Virgil, problem solved, and then see that he's not there, and then probably hear him flailing around in a fire somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you ran past me to kill these people. You probably would have seen the giant grey form of Virgil.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, okay, fine.
Right, I'm just going to calculate if I've got any movement left, because with dash I have 80 feet, so I'm just going to calculate how far I went, but you can move on.
Okay. Tanner's go. And Tanner is going to try and do something equally as cool.
Hey.
He's still raging, and he's going to kick the legs out and kind of sweep the legs out from underneath the individual in front of him. That's a 17, so that will definitely hit. Okay. 7 points of damage to you. As the individual, I'm going to make him make a dexterity saving throw to see if he can keep his feet, which he fails, and he lands, and almost lands back so his head is behind, kind of leaning back on the table towards Tanner, so head towards him.
Oh no.
Natural 19.
Let's
on
go,
Tanner's
Tanner.
second strike.
Let's go, Tanner.
As Tanner brings his whole hulking forearm and essentially just brings it down to basically snap. Yeah, snap this dude's neck backwards.
Oh.
Drop the hammer.
Let's see if it does enough damage, and it does just. As you see him go, poof, and as he lands, just bring his forearm down and just snap. And it's almost like a twig, done. And this individual is no more.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Pem, you're up.
You got the guy on the bar, right? As I poke Liana on the shoulder, and then I want to sort of vault off of her in the direction towards Virgil.
Okay, so you vault off of Liana's back onto the floor of the tavern, racing your way towards the fireplace, which is near the staircase of the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay, you do so. You move 15 feet across, coming up to one of the larger tables in the room.
Can I jump up on top of the table to get a better vantage point?
Sure. It might be...
It's an extra 10 feet of movement.
Yeah. You're
I was going to say, you ain't jumping on top of anything, man.
I will allow you to do a graceful clamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Legs kick in and just shuffle up.
Yeah.
First onto the seat, then onto the table.
Yeah. The sound effects from Zelda, basically, as soon as I try to get over a ledge. Question, DM. So we talked about spells and spell slots. We don't get the spell slot that we gain from level up, right?
No, you don't.
In that case, I would like to use my hero point to buy myself a spell slot.
Nice.
Because you can expend 1 hero point to buy 1 spell slot of first level.
And I'm going to use that spell slot to cast Healing Word at Virgil. Let's see. Where's my new D4, which is shaped like, I don't know what it is. Some kind of a pyramid.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, that.
Cute.
That's a good roll. That's a 4 plus 4. So you. Oh, yeah, 4 plus 4. So 8 points.
8 points of healing from your healing word. Excellent. Anything
Very
else on your
nice.
turn?
Him, as you
I'm
do
gonna
that, you
use-
just hear from the fireplace, "Why are you prolonging this?"
As the moss grows, then instantly burns up.
Just kindling.
Yeah, anything else,
Amazing.
Vim?
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm glad you are.
Then I'm gonna use my action to dash and move myself to the back of the room into my
Okay.
corner. Just go, nope.
Okay. Next in initiative order then is Leanna.
Fuck 'em up.
Seeing Timothy dash right across the room, she is going to yell, "Stay down!" As she is then going to turn and head towards this goblin.
Gollum looking dude.
Yeah. To here. She's not going to even put her hands on the bar. She is just going to use the pure muscle in her legs and leap up onto the bar.
Okay.
Let's be
So
honest.
you-
You're tall enough to just take a step.
Okay. So you
You didn't step
turn.
onto the bar, you just pulled the bar down with your leg.
You turn and race along the bar, leaving Tanner looking kind of bewildered at the sight of his tavern, race up towards the individual who's haunched on all fours on top of the bar, and just kind of step up to meet them, and kind of like, because of how tall the bar is and where the roof is, you kind of like have to haunch over yourself towards them.
That's absolutely fine. And she is going to... No, she's just going to twack him.
Okay.
Twack, twack.
Twack and
Only
twack.
one twack.
No problem.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, no!
Bold.
The dice give it.
Oh,
We don't like
unfortunately, this is, if you're new here, this is something that we've introduced in this campaign, and this is the first time this has happened. This makes me happy. So you
It doesn't make me happy.
try and attack the individual, but fail so epically that you have
That was
to
with my
now
brass knuckles.
roll on the fumble table. So I'll have a d20 roll from you, please.
That's gotta hurt.
7.
Okay. You trip and fall, wasting this action. You are prone and must use an action to stand up next round. As you woof,
Disappear behind the bar. Yeah.
just lose your balance and just crash into the ground behind the bar.
It's a killer.
Fine.
Okay. Kiriato. Oh, sorry, continue. Any bonus actions?
You know, while lying on my back, she is going to
Lion
because-
on your back.
Hey! Oh,
love
inspiration for you!
seeing her fall and getting angry, she is going to daunt and roar.
Nope.
Excellent.
She's going to bonus
once
act
per
a
day.
daunt and roar.
Oh,
at
it's once
it.
per day.
Yeah, I played a Leonid.
Oh yeah, it's
First
once per
fight,
day.
yeah.
She's not.
You're not
She's
going
going
to
to roar, but
Okay.
it's not going to have any
Yeah.
effect.
I'm
Do you
going to
know how many
roar in a
times that happened to
daunting
me?
way.
In the campaign where I was a Leonin as well, it's like, no, you've used your daunting roar. It's like, well, I'm going to roar anyway. I'm a lion, all right? That's what I do.
Daunting
Okay.
whimper.
Yeah.
Kyria,
Not so
you are
daunting,
up.
then.
Okay. So, I am going to. That is the Twitch stream. That is not Albert. Okay. Kyria is going to glance at this creature who was distracted by the silent image and is, gonna say, I know you don't know me, but I don't read someone unless I have any genuine respect for them. So I think we're done here. It's got a vicious mockery.
Oh, nice! And that's a natural 1 on the save!
That is 4 points of psychic damage.
Nice!
Is there a chunky crit for saving throws?
There is not,
And-
unfortunately.
Then I am going to use my hero point to get an extra action.
Excellent.
And I am going to go to the fireplace.
Smoke them if you got
Push
them.
him deeper.
I am going to use my last bardic inspiration as I reach out a hand, and I'm going to be like in your head, Virgil. You hear a kind of gruff male voice say, "Right, okay. I know this is not convenient. But you got this. You're made of stone, for fuck's sake. You shouldn't be catching on fire." And so you got
Order
bardic
of Peaky
inspiration.
Blinders.
That's mockery? I mean,
No, so that's bardic inspiration. So you have a D6, and then I am going to use my second action to try and pull Virgil out the fire.
Amazing.
Pull Virgil out the fire.
Virgil, you get a brief moment of inspiration in your mind as you are flailing around in this fire for a magical takeaway called Abracababra. You get hauled out of the fire and dragged out by Kyriatos. However,
Do you want me to roll to see how successfully I can keep this 6'4" individual out of a fire?
yeah, athletics check. You can have advantage because I'm sure Virgil will be kind of like kicking himself to kind of crawl himself out. Unfortunately, though, Virgil, your clothing will be ablaze.
Okay.
It's a 14.
A 14 is enough. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. It is the individual on the bar's turn.
oh no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Disadvantage on the next attack.
Oh no.
It would be, however, they are going to launch themselves off onto the ground almost above you, Liana, so you're prone, and they're going to land like their legs akimbo over you, and they will reckless attack, which is what's negating the disadvantage, to make it a straight roll to try and attack you. Does a natural 20 hit?
Just.
Sorry.
Way to kick her while she's down.
I know.
Literally.
Still
that's
raging, still raging,
six-
still raging.
6, 12, 15 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay,
Halved.
reduced to 7.
7.
Alright, okay.
And
Fine.
Yeah, fine.
roll on the chunky crit table.
What, enemies?
No, I'm joking. I'm only
Yeah.
messing. I'm
Oh,
only
look,
joking.
we're
I'm
on
only
the
playing.
fumble table.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Do you really want to have our like eyes popped out and stuff like that?
Yeah. I'm not going to
We
do
said
that.
I
We're
think
gonna
there
do
should be an
something-
enemy
yeah.
one. We should make an enemy one which doesn't
I
have
think- I
stuff
think-
like that.
Yeah, that might be an idea. But I think the trade-off for enemies using the fumble table is that also we do. So
So, second attack is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that is an
Level
extra.
2, dude.
That's an extra 7 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 3 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, no one can see this bar, this goblin that is bearing down on me, but she is looking fucked up.
Okay. And is that it? Shall I do anything else? Let's leave it at that, shall I? Cool. Virgil, it is your turn, sir. You
Virgil.
get dragged out of the fire, and you're like, okay, I'm out of the fire, but into
I'm
the
on
frying
fire.
pan.
Yeah.
And you see that like your clothing
is stop, drop, and roll an action. If I just want to like roll around on the floor to put these things like.
I will take you an action to extinguish the fire. Distinguish the fire.
Extinguish the fire. That's how it goes.
yes, I do believe that is a fire. What can be done?
Yes, flame.
Kiri, my darling, I seem to be flaming. What's going on?
Yeah, you are.
But it will take your action to do so.
Yeah. So action essentially as Virgil sort of comes out, he's just going to start like barrel rolling side to side to make sure everything comes out. He's like, this was nice clothing. Thank you, Kiri. That was needed. As he sort of stands, doesn't move anywhere, he's just going to glare towards Pim and just goes, thank you as well, Pim, for everything you did there. Wonderful work. And I'm going to do nothing on my action. I'm just going to stand there and pat myself down.
Off.
Oh! Okay.
You take that weak-looking face and move somewhere else.
End of your turn, Ed.
Eddie! Yo, Eddie boy, it's your turn. Why don't you go get him?
Hey, Eddie boy!
Get him, Eddie!
I moved myself 10 feet at the end of the last turn, by the way, because I still had 10 feet left after my dash,
Sure.
which is why I'm on the other side of that dude.
Sure.
Sort of hearing most of the rabble is gone, but then obviously hearing a big roar. Eddie's going to run up to the top of the stairs, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to there. 5, 10, 35, 40 feet to there for my full movement.
Yeah, so you race up the stairs, turning left, and almost like swinging your arm off the banister to kind of like throw yourself at speed around the corner towards the bar.
Do I see the goblin guy standing over Liana?
From there, you might just be able to see the top of their head. They are sort of like haunched over Liana.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
So I'm going to duck behind the bar on the other side of the bar to this person.
Okay.
Can't get there with the movement, but for flavor's sake, I kind of like go back to back with the, just land with my back to the bar, put my dagger away, whip out the sling, start spinning it round. Oh wait, stealth.
Stealth check, please. Yeah.
That is dirty 20.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and take a stealthy attack at this dude.
Love that.
With the sling, I'm going to try and pop his head with a rock.
Nice.
Fucking hell, man. Hell yeah, dude.
The classic
yeah,
David
yeah.
Wise.
How do you want to do this? That's 23 to hit.
23 will definitely
It's
hit.
with advantage, though, right? 23 to hit.
Reckless.
Yes.
And because it's a hidden attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, 23 to hit hits. Sneak attack.
Yep. Because you've rolled with advantage, so yes.
Yes. So that's 6 points of damage on the standard attack. Another 3 points of damage for sneak attack. So that's 9 total.
Which is just what you needed. How do you want to do this?
You just sort of, as this geezer's just sort of over the top of you, trying to scratch and claw his way at you, you just see a stone clock him directly in sort of the corner of his eye, between his eye socket and his temple. His eye just pops out.
Oh, Jesus.
First bullet.
And then you look over to see Edivir just kind of winding down the sling, whipping it away.
And as you do, this pebble pops this individual's eye, and he just kind of goes and just collapses and hits the ground next to you, Liana. And you are all out of combat. Tanner immediately just kind of like looking around,
All clear.
the blood off his nose, and just starts walking towards the door of the bar. And as he gets closer to the door of the bar, you hear the commotion level and the noise level like drop within the tavern, and you hear as the door to the latrine opens, and this little dwarven individual just kind of like pops out and like just scurries out from the latrine and just bursts through the 2 doors at the entrance and rushes out into the streets of the UC. Tanner marching across to the doors, slams them shut, bolts 1, bolts 2, and stamps on the bolts and turns the open sign to closed. And that is where we're going to take a quick break. We are going to only take a quick break. We'll be back in around 5-10 minutes. Go get yourselves a drink. Go get yourselves refreshed. We will be back as quickly as we can. Excuse me, apologies for part 2 of session 2 of Aerilon, a Destined Journey. Be back soon. Take care.
See you soon. Bye.
welcome back, everyone. I hope that you had a lovely break and that you've gone and got yourselves refreshments, you've got yourselves toilet breaks, all that fun stuff, as we kick back into the session. So, you guys are currently left in the Tanner's Mark. Tanner marches across the tavern, slams the door shut. Is there anything anybody would like to do while he does that?
Okay, so I know you said to take them outside, but they didn't seem to want to cooperate. Apologies for the mess. Should we go back downstairs?
There's, ain't no point hiding now, is there?
I'll head over and help up Sophia.
Okay.
I'm literally licking my wounds.
You all right?
I've been better. Is everyone else okay?
Virgil's a bit crispy, but it seems so. You really gave that guy a bit of welly, didn't you? I haven't seen anyone get hit that hard in years.
That's what I do.
Keep doing it.
Well, look, Kyria, was it?
Yes.
Look, I appreciate the help that you gave, but I'm sorry, there's no time to celebrate. We need to move these bodies. If the SBC or not that the City Watch should ever come in here, but if the FBC come down here and start poking their fucking noses in, they could shut me down, and that's the last thing any of us need.
So, shutting you down is the last problem we have if the SBC show up. How long do we have?
Well, we just made a hell of a lot of noise, so...
And it won't have been missed.
Yeah, minutes. So, who is, you, kind of like points towards you, Ed, points towards you, Liana, and then points towards you, as well, Virgil. Just goes, you three, you two grab that one, you help me with this, we'll just drag him into the back alley. There's a dumpster out there, we'll put him in that for now, and then we'll deal with this later.
I know
As he's
some
pointing them
excellent
out.
cemeteries.
What?
I think these graves will be unmarked.
Well, that's fine. I know some of those too.
I
Excellent.
haul up the goblin that attacked me over my shoulders.
Is there a bucket anywhere?
Well, he points towards Kyria and Timothy and just goes, you two, clean up duty. There's mops, there's buckets, there's rags. Get on it now, quick. Like I say, the SBC come here and they see blood stains everywhere. Not that we don't have blood everywhere, but you know what I'm saying. We don't want to get on. Like, now, people, let's go.
As Timothy looks around and sees all the dead bodies, one with an eye gouged out and the other one with a broken neck, Timothy just goes, "Yeah, clean up. That's fine."
No.
Vomits a little bit and then goes, "Oh crap!" Prestidigitates that and then just starts going
actually,
around the room
You should probably leave the vomit. That actually kind of covers things up. More appropriate for a venue like this.
I start moving the dead body to the alley that he has indicated.
Okay. You all spend the next 5 or 10 minutes dragging bodies out, dumping them in the dumpster, like throwing water on the floor, picking an eye up, throwing it in the dumpster.
I'm not touching that eye.
Can I quickly search the body that I'm taking out, please?
Sure, make me an investigation check, please.
He is a rogue.
Rogue without a D20. Fuck! Investigation.
Their only
please.
weakness.
6!
Ooh.
You managed to find a very small coin pouch tucked into the belt of this individual.
Yoink.
Okay, take that.
I'll check it
I'm
when
not
it's
bothering to check the
more
bodies. I'm just
Okay, anybody else doing some filthy body searching? No?
Does it look like any of them particularly good, sturdy-looking bones?
The Goliath, probably.
maybe?
Probably the Goliath when he decomposes a bit, yeah.
Under mounds of flesh.
Yeah.
That can be removed.
Saw.
I don't have my saw, did you just say?
Yeah.
Didn't say that.
2 steps back.
One of the most sinister
No,
things
no.
anyone's said this campaign.
No, I don't need to practice. It's fine. I don't know their stories. It would be rude. Yeah.
We don't have time.
No. It's just something to, if we're hiding down there, I want something to do.
Okay. You all spend the next 5-10 minutes, as I say, clearing the bodies out of this tavern, cleaning up as best as you can. You manage to get most of the, the main pools of blood were not from the victims that you caused. They were from the victims that the individuals that the crazed folk decimated prior to you coming up the stairs into this foyer. It does take a little while, but you manage to clean it up as best you can, throwing some salt on the floor, scrubbing it into it, brushing it up, and
I'm gonna prestidigitate as much as I can as well to get.
Yeah, me too.
Perfect.
I get distracted almost immediately.
As
I will keep an eye at the door for any approaching
Okay.
grounds guard or SBC
Okay.
forces.
Make me a perception check, please.
9.
9. You don't seem to see any. I think it's more. It's not that you don't. You're keeping a watchful eye, but you're also like your head's on a swivel, and you might see like the back of a jacket and like out the corner of your eye and turn. You can't quite tell if it's.
I haven't left the tavern. I'm just peeking through whatever window is available.
Yeah. So you do, and you kind of catch the back of jackets and things, and you like, well, that could be that, and it kind of like gets your nerves up a little bit at that point. After around 5-10 minutes of cleaning the place, Anna and Liana, you both walk back in, and he shuts the rear door, bolts it shut, and walks behind the bar, and kind of all 6 of you are now just stood in this empty tavern. He goes, well, thank you, all of you. I don't know what would have happened if you weren't here. I truly owe you. Maybe we'll call it even now, huh?
Maybe for these 4. We were even before.
He doesn't speak for all of us. Where did they come from, Tanner? Why were they in here?
You really don't know what's going on, huh? They're just people, man. People come in bars all the time. They didn't have a motive. They didn't. I mean, sat there for the last 2 hours drinking in that back corner booth that you can see.
Just doing drugs.
Not that I saw, no. And to be quite frank, I don't like your tone.
Yes, well, I don't like being thrown into fires and beaten up by drug addicts, so it's not a good day for any of us, really, is it, Tanner?
Well, if you don't like it, you know where the door is. Feel free not to let it hit you on the way out. Anyway,
sure
as I was saying, I am extremely grateful for all of you. You've helped me a lot.
As Leanna's leaning heavily on the bar, do you have a first aid kit or bandages or something?
Yeah, I might have a little something knocking around. Hold on. And he kind of goes behind the bar and like opens a couple of drawers, opens the bottom one, which is clearly the shit drawer that everybody has in the house with like keys and clutter.
It's got a bunch of Allen keys in it.
Yeah, like a Sharpie pen that's got no lid on, that's been in there for 3 years, so it's dried up.
Yeah,
gets out the elastoplast.
Yeah, and reaches out and brings out a small, very faintly glowing red crystal. Walks over and hands it to you, Liana, and goes, "That'll help a couple of you. You just need to make sure you pick whoever you want. I'll do 3, but it'll help you a little bit." As he hands you a crystal of healing.
Do I know how to use a crystal of healing? I would imagine I've had a lot of healing in my past. Would a crystal of healing been used on me before?
You may have seen one used. They're a lot more.
So I know.
They're a lot more economical for people of where you're from to kind of heal multiple people at once. The people that would use them would tend to try and use them more than potions.
How do I use it?
So you just will it into use.
Okay, so I'm gonna take some of this healing. So, who else needs healing? You look a bit smoky there.
One.
Yeah.
So like
Anyone else?
Some of the ash over.
I'm good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
All right, come over here, both of you. Come over here. And as they do come over, she wills the healing to happen. And
Oh, be healed!
how much healing do we get?
You get the same as a healing potion, so you all get 10 points of healing each.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, look, Flux epidemic or not, doesn't have anything to do with us. And to be honest, I think there's something not right about it. But regardless, this little safe house may not be so safe anymore for us.
Well, there ain't many safer places in the UC. Where were you planning on going?
I've got a spot over on the west wall.
Oh. Well, if you're that desperate, then sure. But
The it's the road less travelled.
Let's be reasonable. Listen, only that individual who just left saw us here. Everybody else is dead. It could have just been you.
Regardless, the SBC are going to come poking around eventually.
Would they go to the basement? I don't know.
They
I
won't,
could.
I mean,
hide us.
that wasn't where I was planning on keeping you all.
No, you said that we had a room, right? There was a room in Dag's name, but there was only one.
Yeah, look, I'll show you. Follow me. And he kind of opens the door to the stairwell leading up and starts leading you up the stairs. You
Just
see...
quickly before we everyone runs away, are the tankards that these fluxed people drank from still in the corner booth?
they will be, yeah.
They were sitting. Could I go up and look into one of the tankards and sort of give it a sniff and see what kind of...
Yeah, sure.
What
Make me a perception check for that, but I'd also like you to make me an investigation check while you are in that area, please.
Okay. Perception is 16 plus 6, so that's
Whoa.
22.
20. Yep.
Nice.
Investigation, you said?
Yep.
That's a nat 1, which I can re-roll.
Oh yeah.
Well, investigation. What's my... It's a +1. So that's a 15.
15. You don't get much in the way of scent from the ale cup. But as you're kind of like smelling it and kind of investigating it, something catches your attention out of the corner of your eye, and slipped where the booth is between the back and the seat of the seat. You see that there is something kind of sticking out ever so slightly.
Coppers.
Okay, I'll
It's
grab
some
that.
coppers.
It's a trolley token.
Yeah, so for change.
Do you pull it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull out what looks to be like a micro inhalator. It has like a small cylindrical tube attached to what is essentially like a mouthpiece that kind of goes over the bridge of the nose and over. It's sort of like a mask that you would find on.
These guys are vaping Flux in the pub.
But you've never seen anything like this before, Timothy.
Let's see. I'm gonna hold it up to everyone. What's this?
That's what they've been huffing on.
You want to drop that?
I wouldn't just drop it. I'd maybe dispose of it properly. We've just spent how long cleaning up? Don't listen to her. God.
I'll walk over and I'll just hold my hand out to take it off Timothy.
Okay.
Is there a mark on it or anything like that? Like an insignia?
Oh, it's a very good question. You need to examine it a little bit more, so I would need another investigation check for you examining it, please.
Given that he's doing this as he's handing it over to me, can I assist him in that Investigation check. I am proficient.
You're proficient.
Proficient.
If you are, then absolutely you can help him.
Guidance. Because fuck yes. So that's with advantage, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And a D4 for guidance. Oh, that's a 1. That's okay. +1, so 17.
17. Okay. Not so you don't see it initially, because there's nothing on the actual cylinder around it or on the mouthpiece as such. But as you go to hand it to Edivir, you just catch the bottom of the cylinder out, and you just kind of remove your finger from it, revealing a small symbol. Very small, but it looks like a skull with a cobra wrapped around the base of the skull and its head peeking out on top of where the skull is. With its 2 fangs kind of hanging down into the eye sockets of the skull. Well, if you're quite
Excuse us, I wanna
done,
write notes.
just, I'll show you the room.
Right. Dag, any idea what this is? And I'll show him the insignia.
Do I recognize the symbol?
You do not.
Okay. No, but it only increases my suspicions.
Okay. Right.
Let me take
I'm
that.
following Tanner.
Yeah. Thanks. And I'll hop down, do a little scooch, and then run along.
Okay. So do you all follow Tanner upstairs?
Oh, I'm already up. Yeah, I'm already heading upstairs.
Yeah,
You're
I'll go
already
last.
up the stairs?
Yeah, if he gestures towards the stairs, I've gone up the stairs.
Okay. Literally butterfly. Okay, so you all follow Tanner up the stairs, and as you kind of creak up the wooden stairs to the top, you see there's a very small hallway that kind of turns immediately right on a right angle. There's one door on the left in the small sort of hallway. There's nothing on the right until you turn, and he kind of walks up and turns right to another small hallway that, if you were to kind of measure where that would be, it would run perpendicular to the central apex of where the roof is. And it has doorways on each side, 2 doorways on each side, giving you a total of 5 doors upstairs. But he doesn't lead you to any door. Some of the more insightful and kind of mathematically inclined would pick out that this hallway immediately strikes you as being far too short for the length of this building. And right at the bottom end, there is almost like a floor-to-ceiling painting. A painting of just a knight on top of a white horse, armored horse, on a cliff's edge, overlooking a city below, with a flag flying, a red banner. So he walks up to the painting and kind of turns to you all and just kind of as if he was kind of moving out of the way to show you how he opened it, and he kind of reaches to the top and kind of runs his finger along the top of the painting from left to right, so he gets to the very end, and then just kind of pulls the painting. And Kyria, you're probably closest to him at this point. As he runs his finger along the top, you hear the clicking sound of a mechanism being turned within the frame of the painting, and he just pulls the painting, and it reveals a small doorway.
That is remarkably clever.
That is so fun. I want one.
Well, shall we? And he kind of steps, so the painting isn't quite to the floor, so he kind of steps over through the gap in the wall and just into the next room, and immediately just kind of goes around and starts lighting candles and torches in the room.
I just turn to Sophia and go, "What happened? I didn't see it."
He opened the painting. It's actually smart because people think people have basements, so they might look in a basement, but they wouldn't look behind a painting. It's very smart.
Oh, that is clever.
So as you enter?
Yeah, I follow.
As you enter the room, it kind of opens up into a moderately sized room. A round table in the center of the room with around 6 to 7 chairs tucked under the table. The left and right walls, as you immediately come in, have 2 bunks. 2 bunk beds on there, on that, on the walls immediately as you walk in to the left and right. Kind of a small sofa in one corner. Then you see along one of the other walls there is another set of bunks. It's rudimentary in nature, but because of the security you get by being within here, it serves its purpose. And he kind of like lights a couple of the sconces in the room and turns and goes, "Well, not quite a basement, but it'll do. Look, nobody's gonna come and look for you here. And if they do, they ain't gonna find you. And I ain't sure as shit ain't gonna give you over. You done me a really big favor down there. Look, you don't have to stay. You're welcome to if you want. It's a roof over your head. It's... it is what it is for the next couple of days while I get word to my contact in the High City."
In the High City?
Yeah.
Wow. You are connected. Speaking of connections, while it's on my mind, do you think you would be able to get a message to Moore for me?
Yeah, I could pay a runner.
That would be amazing because last thing they saw, I was being escorted away, and I should probably explain that I'm fine. I'm sure they're fine. How long's it been?
I don't know. Look, if you want to write something out, then sure, I can employ a runner.
I will do just that.
And if you need to, I don't know, go and get some things, maybe.
Yes.
Then
That would be good.
look, I kind of owe you for that. If you weren't there, then my humble abode may have been torn asunder. They'd have had to take me down in the meantime, but hey, look, I'm glad you were there. I owe you. It isn't much, but I'll see what I can put together, and I can give you a little bit as a thank you. It's the least I can do. I already owe you the room. Well, I owe you the room, but you're all welcome to stay if you need.
Thank you. I will definitely. This is actually somewhat nicer than I'm used to, so I'm happy to stay. I'm taking the top bunk, and she just jumped up onto one of the top bunks.
I'm not sleeping below her.
I just pull the mattress off the bottom bunk of the one that Liana claimed and just put it on the floor.
Okay.
Tanner, I've been a little short with you, so I'm sorry. I know this has been a stressful day for everyone. You are doing us more than you need to, so genuinely thank you for this.
It's my pleasure. Look, I may have snapped at you as well a little bit earlier, and I'm sorry for that. But with new people, just have you ever heard the term that sure, when you serve someone a flower, it comes in shit? Like, you have to put it in the manure for it to grow. Like, just lead with the flower, right? Before you serve them the shit.
Torture metaphor aside, I do understand what you mean.
You make flowers. And I'm just immediately looking to him. No, you.
Look, I gotta go and reopen the tavern. If I keep it closed for too long, then people are gonna suspect. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll bring that food up soon.
Oh, thank you.
There's a basin in that back corner there. If any of you feel like you need to clean up a bit, anything that you can make use of in here, then please do. This room hasn't been used in a long time. And yeah. Don't.
Yes.
I'll be, and you kind of see that he kind of like gets lost in his own thought process at that point, and goes, I'll see you soon. And just kind of like turns and goes to leave and shuts the painting across the door.
Timothy goes up to you, Virgil, and pulls on your pants a little bit to sort of get your attention.
Sort of feeling the tug, like he sort of pulls them back up a little. Yes, Pim.
I'm sorry for not helping you earlier, before.
At which point, when you ran away from the person who was actively attacking me, or when I got thrown into the fire and you walked past me, not before healing me and making the pain a little bit more excruciating, just out of curiosity.
All three, I guess. I'm not really used to fights, so I sort of panicked a little bit.
Do I look like the fighting sort to you, Pim?
Well, I mean, you're strong, and you're big, and you do magic.
I'm curvy. I'm not strong, and yes, I do have magic, but
you can pick me up.
Well, anyone can pick you up. That's not quite a feat to be bragging about, is it, Pim?
It's really light. It's not a feat.
But anyway, I'm really sorry, Virgil, and I'll prestidigitate your clothes to sort of make them.
Just look, stop fussing. It's in sort of the same fashion you watch, like it almost looks like a bubble, but it resembles like the outlier of a sponge, and he just sort of like brings it down, just goes and like prestidigitates whatever small amount of dirt has come off of you, and like flicks your hair around a little bit. It's like, well, at least now you look presentable. And I may possibly owe all of you a mild apology. I've been a little short.
Have you?
I'm just very hungry. I'm not going to lie. It's been a horrible day.
Well, I think it's been really exciting. I bet all you guys, all these new friends. Did you see what I did back there? Honestly, one of my best performances.
I was on fire.
Sometimes I will read people to filth, and then, oh, yes, you were. I did help you, though. So, again, another win for me.
A win for both of us there, but yes, thank you for helping me out of the fire, literally.
I'm really rather impressed with myself. That is actually going to stay with me, I think. And, Sonia?
Sophia.
Yes, you.
Well, actually,
Excellent.
she says Sophia, but I'm not buying it, but we'll go with Sophia for now.
Whatever.
Yes,
works for me.
What do you mean?
We'll forget anyway.
Earlier on in the basement, Tanner knew you, and it sparked something in my mind that makes me know I know you, Sophia. You are very well known for something. I can't quite place why, but I have seen you before. And I cannot, and it's just slipping my mind. It's not, I feel like it's in your face, but I don't know why.
You see, she straightens up. Yeah, that's not my name. I apologize.
Dun dun dun.
I apologize for not being as open as some people here. And she looks directly at Kira.
No, she's looking at you, darling.
I was worried that if you knew me, you might know what I did. And if you knew what I did, you might judge me on that.
A bit late for that now.
Well, now we've got to... Well, now we've fought together.
I mean,
There
we're
is
all
no-
killers here now.
I was more referring to the fact that the first thing we saw you do was kill a city guard. So.
I wasn't aiming to kill him. I was aiming to
You
escape.
killed him.
You didn't.
Punched him in the balls. And he died. I mean, it was really pathetic, really. He gave up without a fight. It was...
I mean, have you ever been hit in the testicles? It's not a pleasant experience. I imagine if he was not dead, he was at least going that way afterwards.
Fair.
I
So
had a goat kick me in the testicles once. Really hurt.
Kira
Get
just
it,
looks
Kira.
down.
We all look at him.
I promise it wasn't me.
You were saying, Sophia, sorry.
Well, there's that. My name is Liana.
Soon as she says her name, Virgil,
Yeah.
you instantly place where you've seen her before, and you've seen her on a poster, on a bill, around the city before now. You kind of caught it.
Yeah. That is where I've seen your face on billboards. You're a performer or something, aren't you? You do something.
Yeah, I entertain people, yes. I'm not a performer in the kazoo kind. And again, she shoots Kira a look. I'm a fighter. I'm a great fighter.
Clearly.
It was against my will. And I escaped.
I see.
And I
Fault
did
is not
things. I did things to escape that I regret.
Well, can tell you for a fact, whatever you did to escape your subjugation, I would not judge you for.
I appreciate that.
Yes, it's not wrong.
No, I agree. When you're running from something, your actions are out of sheer need and desperation. You can't be judged for that. That's not who you are as a person.
Those who control others through violence and fear, they deserve what's coming to them.
You guys are actually good people. That's weird.
I mean, it's a sliding scale, but relatively speaking.
What is morality, though? Like, if we're really
I gave
going
you the
to...
impression that I wasn't a good person.
You said you wanted to blow up a bakery.
No, I said I wanted to blow up a bank.
That's
The bakery is the one who gave me the job.
That's what makes me think you weren't necessarily above board individual, blowing up, buildings with people inside.
And Pim, if you ever need to hide on my back again, I'm absolutely fine with that. Just know I get really close to bad guys. So
Yeah, there were
As
like
I
20
said-
tables in that tavern. I don't know why you chose.
You ran away from me to climb up her back. We need to teach you how to move.
Well, some people love fighting. Some people need to fight. And some people just aren't built for it. And if you're not built for it, then that's who you are. You can be useful in other ways. And you've shown yourself to be.
Just.
I'm not a good person.
why'd you say that?
As the painting opens.
Someone from Pim's backstory just comes in.
Sorry, that was the cheese I had earlier.
And the painting kind of opens and Tanner kind of slips back through and goes, hey, food. Anyone hungry?
God, thank you. And Virgil would
Just send-
severe
I
gusto
just sent
goes over
from
and
the
just
top
like
bunk.
grabs whatever it's
Yeah, whoa, hey, there's more than enough. And if you eat too fast, then you're gonna hurt yourselves. Just sit down, all of you.
I said,
Easy. Manners, come on. Did your mom and pop not told you any manner things?
No.
And he then just starts sliding plates out to all of you on the table, for those that sit, and then starts picks up a bowl with like potatoes in and starts serving potatoes and puts it down, and then other veggies, and then kind of picks up a plate that has cooked chicken on and kind of offers each of you. Do you partake?
Yes.
yeah.
She's literally just.
And plunks it round, and then as soon as it gets to you, Kira, do you
Just a slither.
Yeah. And just puts the whole thing on your plate. So he serves up like this beautiful like chicken and vegetable and some potatoes and
Any cheese? Any cheese?
Clovis is back. He wants a charcuterie board.
Yeah, I can fetch some. I thought maybe a hearty meal after a well-earned, well-fought battle might be I can fetch some cheese.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Through a mouthful of chicken, he's like, any sweets?
Oh, sweets.
Let's not push our luck. Hold on. And he kind of goes,
just kind of like just laughs at himself at the prospect of a place like this having dessert menus.
and he goes out to the door, kind of reaches through, picks up a jug and plunks it on the table, and he goes, here, what I could salvage, some fresh ale, for those that want to partake. There's also some water here as well. And look, I know it's not much, but it's the least I could do for helping me. And he kind of like reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a small coin purse and just drops it on the table. He goes, "That's for you. Like I say, it's not much, but it's my way of saying thanks."
You don't need to pay us to help.
It's my pleasure. And by the looks of you, you don't really have much. At least this may give you a bit of a leg up to wherever you go next.
I was gonna ask, actually, I don't suppose you have any other garments. These prison loins aren't really...
And he kind of like, is stood next to you, at least like 1.5 feet taller than you, 3.5 feet wider than you, and he kind of goes, no.
Big man.
Worth an ask. Worth asking.
I mean, I do, but I don't know if they'll fit.
I could tailor them.
We can fashion something rap Severian right now. He pulls like a whole chicken bone out of his mouth, like stripped down, just throws on a plate.
Well, eat your fill, rest up. I wouldn't advise coming back down the stairs unless you absolutely have to, but if you do, if you kind of look towards the door and you'll see like there's a small rope that kind of like goes down through the floorboards that's kind of like on a kind of like a pulley system. Right. Just pull that rope, and if you see, and it looks above the door, you hear the bell ring, then it's safe to come down. If not, don't.
So smart.
Okay.
Thank you.
Timothy slides over his chicken over to Virgil's plate.
Where is
Like the big, thick black nails of his hands just dig straight into the chicken and just sort of like drag it over as he compiles more food.
Well, is there anything else that you guys need from me?
No, I'll get the letter written.
Oh,
do you have...
yeah, if you look in the desk in the back corner in one of the drawers, there'll be like quills, inks,
fantastic.
parchment.
Beautiful.
And that request I asked of you,
Yeah,
try not to forget about it.
I haven't, but I haven't had time yet.
Oh no, you obviously had your hands full. But if you could try and see if he's been seen, that would set my mind at ease.
Yeah, I will. I gotta go and open up. If there's anything you need, just let me know. But if not, I'll see you in the morning.
I can do this. And I point at him and I go, hello. I can be right in your head. I cast message.
Don't.
So I can keep you company if you need it.
Sure, I'll, hey, how about I let you know?
Can you do it too?
Yeah, but
I'll
just
be sure to check in every few hours.
and he just kind of like looks defeated and just goes, oh, okay. And just kind of like turns and like walks out and shuts the painting shut again. And leaves the room.
Timothy's grabbing a nail.
Okay.
As Kiria's eating, whoever sat next to them will probably like hear like the rumbling of their stomach, but they are just like picking at bits of food, and this mountain of food on their plate, they are just like trying not to look at it because they're like, that's intimidating.
Dag kind of just walks up and grabs a bit of meat, a bit of bread, and a decent lump of cheese off the table, pockets the cheese, and starts eating the bread and chicken. Just kind of wolfs it down, doesn't chew much at all, just kind of gets it in him for fuel and wipes his mouth away. And then he takes off the top half of his prison linens and goes over to the basin and just starts washing all the sort of 4 days worth of sweat and dirt and dried blood off him. And as he does, you start to see a few more of his tattoos. While he has a few sort of symbols on his face, which look very much just like small, simple marks, he does have a few more notable ones. In the center of his sternum, there is a large dagger pointing upwards, and across the dagger is the word Freer, Freer, and the dagger is going through the E in the center.
Freer.
Yeah.
Cool.
On his right breast, he has a tattoo of a rose growing through bloody cobbled street. So like bloody cobblestone floor and a rose blooming from it. And then on the back of his neck, he has the word knife, but missing an E. So it's KNIF. Yeah.
Sniff.
And he's just like washing himself down and just splashing water on his face, wiping away all the stuff.
Oh,
And then-
I can't call you dirty human anymore.
There you go.
And then once he's done with that, he just kind of goes onto his mattress, which is now on the floor, and just kind of kneels on it, and almost in like a sort of meditationary pose, just puts his hands on his knees and just bows his head and closes his eyes. You sort of hear him muttering a little bit.
I think
Leanna-
once... Oh, yeah, you go.
Leanna eats solely just the meat. She leaves all the spuds and veg. And she does start off really fast and then slows down, and you can see that she's not used to eating so much. So she slows down, but then once she's finished, she gets up from the table and just goes back to her bunk, and she does start to clean herself just by licking. She starts
Can I have your
licking herself
vegetables?
clean.
That's gross.
Have at it.
Thank you. I'm just going to
Hi.
grab carrots.
I think...
Liana, as you sort of go and get back in your bed, which is next to where Dex put his thing, you hear he's muttering in a language you probably don't understand, but at one point you do hear your name.
Oh,
Liana, sorry. In amongst a foreign language you don't understand.
would I take his actions as some sort of prayer or meditation?
Roll me an insight check.
Where did I put my d20? Here it is. That's 14 on the dice. What's my modifier to that? 3. So 17.
It kind of gives you that feel, yeah. Kind of gives you the
I-
feel of like a deep meditation or almost a prayer. Though looking at Edivir and knowing him as well as you can at this point, he doesn't strike you as an overly like pious individual, right? But it does give you the impression that he's either meditating or doing some sort of like ritualistic passage of speech.
I will note this down in my brain, but I will leave him alone.
Okay, Kyriatos.
Yeah, so Kyria, after probably 3 mouthfuls, gets up from the table, starts wandering towards the wash basin and starts taking off the braces and the blouse, kind of discarding them on the floor before getting distracted, and beginning to snoop around.
Okay.
But as the kind of shirt is revealed and more of the skin is revealed, you see, similar to Edivir, but like there is hardly any spare skin. It is littered with tattoos, like patchwork tattoos all over the place. You
Nice.
see a load of runes everywhere, like just it looks like words or phrases and various types of runes. I don't know if any of you speak Sylvan, but all of the runes are in Sylvan. And you also see a little map on their forearm, and it just looks like a little street map. And they're just kind of wandering around, they're just having a little snoop, forgetting that they were going to go wash. They're just having a look around at the place.
Okay.
If there's any like nooks or crannies or anything like that.
As they're walking around, and we can sort of see this patchwork bare skin, just from if I can investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Given what has been said already by them about remembering things, do these tattoos look like they are more for the purposes of keeping memories intact, or is it more just language?
I don't think you would be able to tell without knowing the language and be able to read the actual tattoos. And I think the impression you would get is, again, it's like a mitch-mash patchwork of different tattoos. It's not like bread, milk.
No, I think the only thing that you would probably be able to discern is that quite a lot of the tattoos seem to be facing towards them.
Yeah.
Like they're more they like just from like the way of the style of the font and the runes themselves, it would likely look like it was pointing up, rather than out.
No, because
for them to read rather than
Yeah.
No, because I didn't know if it was like a Maui thing where it was just like pictures of certain scenes, or if it was more just lettering.
Just kind of lettering.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
But yeah, do I find anything interesting in my little
Snoopity snoop?
Make me an investigation
looking in the desk, looking around. Oh, and I'm smart. I'm so happy I'm smart. This is so fun. That's a 19.
19. Okay. You do find some stuff as you're having a bit of a search about. So you find a quill, some ink. You find around 10 to 15 pieces of parchment. You find a tinderbox in one of the drawers. You also find a compass. You find 2 mess kits, or like mess tins, so to speak. And with that roll, I will say you also find 2 other small items. You find a flint and steel. And you also find a small signal whistle.
Okay.
I was going to buy one of those.
I think like what you just see is every so often, as soon as Kyria finds something, they come to the table, put it down, go back again, and they just keep coming back there and back to wherever they're finding things. It's just like a little magpie going at little shinies and just bringing them back to the table and just placing them down.
No worries.
Virgil,
yeah.
You go. Okay. I mean, in a very similar fashion to Liana, probably. It was very sort of like properly getting through the food before like slowing down a bit, but opposed to all of them, Virgil doesn't really stop, so it's constantly a bit of potato or some chicken. Like he's just carbing up, proteining up, really filling himself. As he sort of looks around at all of you quite quietly, just taking things in, sort of noticing, looking, watching. As the quill and paper comes over from Kiri's little run around in the room, Virgil sort of I need to chew more. Kiri, do you mind if I have that quill and all that parchment, please?
I need 1 piece, but then yes.
I will help you write your letter. Don't worry, I just need those things, if you don't mind.
No,
Okay.
of course. Go for it.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. And he sort of pushes his plate, not finished, but just to the side slightly, and wanders over and picks up the quill and just watch this. And as he sort of focuses on this quill, it sort of floats between his fingers ever so gently, and he sort of watches this, again, sort of light greenish, bluish hued sort of arcane energy starts to sort of twirl and sort of go around the quill. And from the center of it, you just sort of see this little sort of like ring of sparks on it. And just as it sort of burns its way up, you see like a little gold tip appear on the end of it. And the feather that was sort of black now turns into this sort of very lush royal blue. And as it sort of goes, hello, Quill. And this little Quill just sort of like spins on his finger a little, like tickles his nose. And I am summoning my arcane Quill.
Oh,
Nice.
That's so dope.
Kyria
I
has
thought you were going to have a
sat
Quill
back
familiar
down.
then.
That would have been great. Kyria has sat back down, is intently like.
Missed you. And you sort of see it like wiggle its way around, sort of work around his hand a little bit. Right, writing. You wanted to make a letter. If you dictate what you want to say, and he sort of pulls up a bit of parchment, and the quill just sits, not in his hand, but just sort of resting against the tip of his finger, but just in midair. You speak, I will jot it down for you.
Okay.
Before that, do you want a colour of ink at all? I can change it.
Oh! Could you do purple?
Absolutely.
Amazing. Okay. Dearest Moore, in brackets, and Essen.
More, is that M-A-W or?
No, M-O-R. Yes.
Okay.
Worry not. I am perfectly fine. Just away on business. Don't mind those chaps who were escorting me away. I promise I am fine. I don't know how long it's been, but I'm sure you're well.
Kiri, darling, we're running out of paper, so if you just want to...
Love you both. Apologies. I will return to you when I can. I remember the way.
Do you want to sign your name on that?
Just sign it with a K.
Okay. K-X-O-X-O-X-O. Lovely.
Cock socks.
Yeah. Who is Cocksocks? And where do they hide?
And as the quill sort of retreats back into his hand, he sort of turns around. It's this very, very again royal purple with a slight glittery tint to it, and he just sort of hands you that. And there you go.
That is amazing. Okay, so listen, I know obviously we're new friends, okay, but this is all very exciting. So the cleany thing that you both can do, and that I want to learn that.
The cleany thing we can definitely teach you. That shouldn't be too hard. The quill is slightly different. That's more something I conjured up. It would take time, but I think if I couldn't teach you to do it, I could certainly find you a replica that would do the exact same thing.
So I know this is shocking. I remember back from my schooling, I wasn't particularly good at, paying rapt attention and studying the arcane arts in that particular way.
Surprise me.
So, I don't know, maybe there's a workaround. It wasn't something that came naturally to me.
I say this with all the love I can muster right now, Kiri. I don't think academics is necessarily your wheelhouse, but you are arcane in nature, clearly. So I'm thinking yours is more will-based than it is knowledge-based. So you may just have to will it into want as opposed to learning it.
Well,
if you understand what I mean.
Well, yes, I do understand, because much against what you're trying to imply, I'm not actually dumb. I just can't remember things.
Potato.
No, it is different.
Is it?
Yes.
If someone thinks you're stupid, it's usually best to let them keep thinking that. You hear Edivir from the corner, so...
I'm not saying you're stupid. Not in the slightest. I just don't know if academics is necessarily... Could you sit in front of a book for 3 hours and learn its contents? Could you trawl through a library for the things you want, to write down the spell components necessary to create a spell?
Okay, I see your point.
There are different kinds of intelligence. And I know yours lies in different areas. Your magic is manifestation of a will, whereas mine is more learned from knowledge. I can't do what you do, but eventually, potentially I could, and vice versa. Depends how much you can, apply yourself.
Okay. Not well. Is the answer.
Fine.
I love this like immediate retreat. Don't call me stupid. Like, well,
I have a point.
Listen, I can think of intelligent ideas on the spot. I just happen to, forget about said intelligent ideas shortly after. Speaking of it, I don't actually know how I came to be able to do the things I do. Odd. Timothy! I remember.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, we don't have to be done. Sorry. I was just going to ask if you knew how you
That tracks.
came across your powers.
I was
Flower
told.
things are lovely. No, Timothy.
Oh, we are done. Right. I will just go back
No,
to...
you can be part of the conversation. Listen, we're all new friends. I don't see why we all can't be involved in the conversation. This applies to you two as well, over there being antisocial.
I don't see why we have to have constant conversations.
Well,
There was a good 2 minutes where I didn't say anything to you all.
I'm cleaning. I'm busy. Sorry.
why are you licking
Timothy's
yourself? There's a
head.
basin right there. You're taking the animalistic thing very literally, aren't you?
It's easier, and you don't always have a basin.
But you do now, so what's the excuse?
They were using it.
So use it now.
I was using the basin. And I go to the basin.
Oh my god.
nice.
Okay, carry on licking
That's
yourself.
hilarious.
Everything?
Timothy's going to grab some of the cheese and he's going to look around and see if he can find a mouse hole anywhere in the wall.
Sure, you have to make me an investigation check to see if you can find a mouse hole.
He is our Disney princess.
Natural 18 for 19.
With a 19, you find a hole in one of the skirting boards. Could be a mouse hole, could just be where the knot of the wood has come out. You're not quite sure.
Timothy's going to go up there, break a little piece of the cheese and be like, there you go, buddies. I don't know if you're here, but if you're dinner or evening snack, I guess. I don't know.
Would I pick this
Very
up with
dark
my?
down there.
Would I pick this up with my passive perception?
Probably.
Are you doing this fairly?
You are in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not being sneaky about it.
yeah I would say that you probably would notice this, yeah.
And then he's gonna go up to other. Did you say there were bunk beds?
Yes.
And is there enough for all of us, or is there?
Yeah. There's
I'm
enough
on the
beds
top
for
of one,
6. There's enough.
And the bunk on the bottom has been taken out by Dag. So there's 2 ones that are empty. So 4 beds.
Am I okay to take the top bunk?
I would assume you would, yes.
Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna start climber up, and then just go. Basically, the baby pose, the children sleeping.
Just literally bang with the arse in the air.
Bum in the air.
Yeah.
Nice.
And literally 20 seconds goes by, and you go. And he's out like a light.
Nice.
No,
Okay.
he's tuckered himself out. It's been such a busy day.
Is there anything anybody would like to do on this evening?
No, after I've cleaned myself, I'm just going to lie down and start snoring the loudest you've heard snore. It's a deep grumble. It probably shakes the bed a little bit, but yeah. But yeah, she's not doing anything.
Okay.
Once I've finished what I'm doing, I will take out the small coin pouch that I got from one of the people that attacked the Tanner's Bark.
Yep.
I'll pop it open, see what's in there.
1 gold coin, 3 silver coins, and 4 coppers.
Nice.
1 gold, 3 silver, 3 coppers.
4 copper.
3. Oh, God, Electrum. Bloody Electrum. 3
Who
silver,
uses it? Jesus.
4 copper. And then once I've done that and I've pocketed that away, I'll go to the table and check the pouch that Tanner left.
Okay. And in there is 100 gold pieces.
Whoa!
I'll set out 5 piles of 20 gold.
No problem. You all have 20 gold pieces each.
Money.
I won't call anyone to it. I'll just I'll just divide it into 5, pick up my 20 gold, and go back to my bed.
No
I'm
worries.
not gonna bloody pick that up, am I?
I'm going to add it, but I haven't picked it up yet because I'll
Okay.
forget to add it later. But I'm going to add it to my sheet now.
Okay. So, Kyria, do you just kind of wash yourself, sort out, and then head to bed?
No.
Okay.
Kyria, despite how eventful the day's been, will sit at the table and will just kind of be looking at all of these people that they're surrounded with. And if everybody's gone to bed, like she will they will continue to talk, like to whoever's up, like trying to get to know them a bit better. And like as soon as like there's nobody, they still will stay up and just be staying up in the darkness as the lights go out. Those of you falling asleep will see like a slight glimmer of pale blue as the lights dim and it's just darkness once more. And they're just gonna
Chill.
vibe.
Just chill for a bit. Love that. Okay.
Yeah, before Dad goes to bed, he just sort of goes up and picks up the pitcher of water, pours himself a glass, and just says to Kiri, "You taking first watch then?"
Yes, sure.
Right, wake me up when you're done.
Okay.
What? Just out of curiosity, do you not believe we're safe in this room? Given how it's opened and where we are.
I always like to have some precautions, especially when we're being sought out.
I just don't like sleeping early, so that's why I'm here, and I may as well be useful in the meantime.
Sure.
Okay.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
He warms up,
few
don't worry. It's only been a day, guys. Come on, give him a chance. He was in prison like 8 hours ago. But less than that, like 2 hours ago.
Okay, so you guys all spend your evenings as you will, bed down for the night, taking watches throughout the night to ensure that nobody kind of comes and disturbs you.
Mhm.
The night passes without incident. You all gain the benefits of a long rest, unlocking second level spells and all the rest of it. You all gain
Yeah.
all the benefits for level 2.
Are we doing the rest
Is
of
this,
stuff?
is this
or-
a comfortable long rest?
Oh, yes. That is a good point, he says, opening his homebrew rule set for the
Figure out
For-
what the
for
hell
the-
that is.
first time this week. So we are doing healing a little bit different. Long rest rules. Okay, so I would say that this is a moderate environment. In fact, no, it is a hospitable one. So yes, hospitable environment. It's safe, comfortable, well suited for rest. So yes, you get 100% of your hit point total back.
Cool, nice.
So for those of you at home wondering what I was just doing, we are using a long rest rule where the environment in which you rest in dictates the percentage of hit points that you regain on a long rest. Broken down into categories, 25% breakages, so kind of different environments will dictate how much hit points these guys can rest up in and regain hit points. So yes, it is a hospitable environment, so you get 100% of your hit points back this time. And you do unlock all the level 2 features that were locked behind spell slots and such previously. The morning greets you all. You all rise to find that the last person on watch, Tanner, will have come in quietly and placed a rudimentary breakfast on the table. Some kind of day-old pastries, some fruits and things like that. And a jug of hot brown morning potion on the table. The doesn't wake anyone, ensures that whoever is up last just kind of just nods and says that very low whisper, I'll once you're all up, just ring the bell, I'll come back up and we'll discuss the day's plans.
Okay, that's fine.
And he just turns and goes down to start cleaning the tavern. The rest of you wake periodically throughout the morning, some earlier than others, I will say. So Timothy, Liana, and Edivir, you guys wake up, rouse yourselves quite early. Kyriatos is like the sleeping dead at this point.
Yep.
Not a morning person whatsoever. So you four wake up
Life
and
imitates art.
And yeah, so the four of you wake up early-ish in the morning. Kyriatos is just like spraying out on the bed, just like pass the fuck out.
Yep. Drags.
Yep.
Timothy's doing stretches.
Okay.
like
Yoga.
yoga, like sun yoga poses and things like that.
So, into her hot brown potion. What is the plan for today then? Just
Well, I mean-
be here, or
I've still got a few things stashed back at my hidey hole. So I wouldn't mind going back there and picking up a few of those bits. There's not much there, but
is that far?
it's the other side of the UC from when we came in.
I don't
I'll
know
take-
how big this place is. I've never been in the UC before.
It's not
Me
big.
neither, to be fair.
It'll take us about 45 minutes to get there. An hour if we go carefully.
Tana didn't seem particularly thrilled about the west side of this place.
Only because it's probably the least desirable location in an already undesirable location. It's
Oh, God, it
where
gets worse.
always gets worse.
Here's another
Is there
question.
much of a UBC?
Well, the thing with Grounds Forces and this SBC, they tend to be there to look out for important things, and no one considers anyone in the west side important. There's nothing there to protect, so they don't come looking usually. They patrol, poke around every now and then, clear the dead off the street.
So what's worth protecting on this side then? If the west side is worse, why is the east side better?
Well, that's the thing. The SBC have been making roads down here. The Crown's Guard don't usually come down here a lot. Or the City Watch don't usually come down here a lot. So it's odd that the SBC have been coming down here, and I don't know, it's to do with this flux epidemic, but I don't know.
Yes.
I've spent the circles that I sometimes have to move in. I've come across plenty of junkies and pushers. Something about this flux doesn't make sense, especially down here.
I mean, I've seen it up there.
Oh yeah,
now-
but that would make more sense. But down here, no one's got any money. If you've ever been to a slum that's got a drug epidemic, the drug that the pushers are selling is cheap and keeps them coming back. I can't imagine anyone doing this stuff is coming back very often, so I don't think anyone's making money off this stuff. I think there's another motive. That's what my experience in these circles tells me anyway. I might be wrong. But profit doesn't seem to be the motive. And if you ask me, a drug that makes people go on murderous rampages, one word comes to mind: destabilization. Someone's getting ready to make a move.
On what though? Why would you destabilize an already destabilized area? It's not like there's. It's not like the upper city or even the middle city. There's not really any structure down here. There's not a real. No one's really holding the law high here, are they? What would you gain from it?
Maybe not the official law, but there is a certain code and a certain law to these places.
There's also numbers.
Exactly.
If the amount of people down here were to rally behind something in particular, the numbers, I would say, would be important. I mean, I'm not one for like intelligent thought very often, but drugs do bad things to people and makes them reliant on things.
But that's the point.
So-
If you're a dealer and your customers, you want them to be reliant and you want them to keep coming back. And people, if you're selling a drug that makes people go on murderous rampages, I would expect you're not expecting many of them to come back, which means that the motive isn't profit. The motive is getting them to do what that stuff does. For what reason, I don't know. Who's doing it, I don't know.
Well, I'm not really from these parts, as you've probably gathered, so I can't really...
Where are you from?
Around. The middle city is where I stayed.
But you're not from the middle city.
Are you even from Skyhaven?
No. Not originally. No, I wasn't born here. I came here to study. I was a student at WA, learning arcane things, trying to increase my craft.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, the Windermere Academy of Arcane Study. WA. Go WA. Yeah.
Before we kick in, Seventh Roll, thank you so much for raiding, welcoming new viewers to Tales on Tap. And I like that the first thing they heard was "Go Wah."
Go what?
That was great. Well done, Dan.
Thank you.
Seventh Roll, we hope that your session and your stream went well. Thank you so much for raiding. We appreciate all the support.
New viewers, we've just started a new campaign. You're here for episode 2.
So it can only go better from here.
Not much to catch up on.
And if you want to catch up,
You can go on our YouTube
you
channel.
can go to the YouTube.
Okay. We did that at the beginning.
Yeah, guys, let's see what happens when you raid somebody. Like, this is insane. Like, raid. Okay, cool. Let's do the promos again.
Promo.
Yeah.
It's not.
Right, back to what we were doing.
Here's an odd question. Dag,
yes.
do you know if there are any trees in the Undercity?
Do I know if there are any trees in the Undersea?
It's very unlikely.
I mean, there's no sunlight, so take from that what you will.
Any roots? The roots
There's a
exist
few.
there?
I mean, there might be. I don't know. When there's no sky and there's no sun, I don't find myself looking up much. But I'm sure there's a couple breaking through.
Do you
We're only-
have
we're only
use
about-
of roots?
40, 50 feet below, above. Well, maybe about 100 from the upper city.
Okay, that's fair. No, it's just that I usually like to, have a feel for nature in my mornings, and I'm not usually this far underground and surrounded by metal, which is a very odd thing, by the way. Like, this city's amazing, terrifying, but amazing. It's like metal constructs everywhere. There was chains that I heard earlier, and you said that was from the port.
Yeah, the Skyship port.
Wow. I've never been to Skyship. Like, I've seen them, but they look like, small paper airplanes from where I used to live. So it would be really cool to see one up close.
Fascinating machines.
Yes, the technology to get them to fly is quite remarkable.
I don't know if it's bad for a druid to be interested in machines. I mean, usually we don't really touch metal. Apart from my grandpa.
Was he made of metal?
No, he's not made of metal, but he's not using a wooden hammer. He's doing stuff with metal.
The blacksmith?
No, he makes shoes.
Oh, he's a cobbler.
Yeah.
The whole shoe or just the sole?
He does a little bit of everything nowadays. He-
Everyone write that down. Everyone write that down. That's really important.
Leave me alone.
My father was a carpenter. There's honor in working with your hands.
Yeah. Guess that's true.
My father tended an orchard.
There you go.
As this
Oh, wow.
conversation has
My
swung
father
towards
was an adventurer.
My parents are
look.
too.
Look, the dead have risen. Good morning, Kiri.
as this conversation has
It's still
swung towards
morning.
family, Liana's got up and she rang the bell to see if it's safe to come out.
The bell rings.
Oh God, Tanner's dead, guys!
It's just on fire.
Just
Should we go down?
I thought we wanted to sort of plan out first, or at least an idea of what we're going to do with our day.
DM, I know the Undercity isn't exactly a place of commerce, but do I know of any like junk dealers, general stores, traders down here?
You will know that there is the few odd shacks that will sell the odd bits and pieces. There's no like
someone walking around with a trolley.
Yeah, there's no like. I wouldn't say that there's many reputable trades, traders down here. You might find the odd one that sells like bits and bobs and stuff, but you're not going to find. Yeah. And even if you were, even if you were, that wouldn't be the most reputable that you would imagine.
Okay, so I'll respond to Virgil. Well, down here you're not going to be able to get much, and I think our priority needs to be getting ourselves back up to mission-ready strength.
That's actually where I was. No, you're not wrong. These will be missions from now on until we've cleared our names. I need a spell book. Without it, I'm next to useless to you lot.
I mean, you might be able to. There's a couple of junk dealers down here. One of them might have picked one up. You might be able to get away with telling them it's just a book and getting a good deal. But really, if we want to get anything reliable, we're probably going to have to ascend to at least the lower city.
Would there be anyone that would do an axe?
An axe? I'm sure there's somewhere we can get an axe. Well, I need to get some materials as well, but the gold we have now is nowhere near enough to fund that. So
no.
Well, what's in your home, Dag? What do we need?
Do you have an axe?
I don't think I've got an axe. I might have a throwing axe left there. I think I took them with me on the last job, though. I think I probably have a dagger or two, maybe a bedroll. Honestly, I travel light. I only got here a few weeks ago.
That's fair.
Well, 6 weeks ago.
So you're not from here either, then?
No.
Where are you
Is
from?
anyone actually from?
Lumina.
Do I know where that is, DM?
It is definitely in a place. You've heard of Lumina. You don't know where it is, though.
Okay.
Long way away.
You see,
You don't want to go there, trust me.
you see Kyria kind of raise their hand and do that, and put their hand down. Still half asleep. Like.
What are you waving at?
Did you have a question?
Did you have a question?
Little one asked if anybody was actually from here.
I've been here a long time.
Oh, that was one of the... Oh, I can't do it with a hand. That was one of them, was it?
Yes.
Oh. So you're from here?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So do you know where we can potentially find some things?
Do
Potentially.
you have an axe?
I do not have an axe. I have a saw. No, the saw was taken. I do not.
Do you have any
a saw.
gunpowder?
No.
Do you have
Black
a spell?
powder, sorry.
I could potentially find some, old connections in the lower city that might be able to help if we go up. People who have stayed at the Artful Lodger and have moved on and found their own abode. Might be some people around.
What's that, some kind of halfway house?
Exactly, yes.
And your mothers would be willing to take us in.
I worry about putting them in danger. It's not.
They'll be looking for you there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fair.
So the plan is.
You hear the bell ring again?
The plan is to answer the bell and
He's
then
impatient. He's quite
go
impatient,
and find
isn't he?
your dodgy dealers. Yeah.
Dodgy dealers.
Well, like I said, down here, you're looking at junkers pushing carts of stuff they've found washed down from the lower and middle city. You're probably not going to get anything worth using. At least not
think
more than
our
what we've already
stuff-
got.
Do you think our stuff would?
Well, I doubt they flushed it down the toilet. It's probably locked up in some stockade somewhere. Evidence.
Don't worry, Timothy. That's definitely on my to-do list eventually. But I do think that's going to be a mission for when we've cleared our names, so to speak.
What I think is that we can go downstairs if you want. I mean, Tanner's clearly quite eager. Quickly send a message like, "We'll be right down, darling. I'm just trying to, wake up. I'm sure you've missed us. We'll be down soon."
Get out of my head.
You love it. We're great friends. But yes, no, he knows we're on our way. But I personally would like a beat on what's going on upstairs, up there, because if our names are, being posted across the city, I would rather avoid even potentially going to the surface.
I
Oh,
can only
agree.
imagine 5 escaped, 6. I forgot about the old guy. 6 escaped criminals.
I doubt he made it very far. That
True.
guy's dead. Should have
But
stuck with
I
us.
would say there's going to be coverage, if not posters.
I mean, there's already posters of you everywhere, apparently.
For a different reason. I would prefer
Well,
wanted posters of myself. But I wouldn't risk going up just yet.
well, we can see what we can make do with down here.
Well, when we have more information, I suppose we can, but we're going to have to make our way up at some point.
We
Tanner
also
might know what the coverage like upstairs. He might know.
let's not keep him waiting any longer.
Yeah.
All right.
Open the
up,
door.
I pick up 5 of the slightly old pan of chocolats and just sort of keep them in hand. Eat them as I
I grab
go.
one.
Can I check to see if Timothy's cheese is gone?
You can, yes, and it has.
The rogue's best friend, a wheel of cheese.
I just, as everyone's going to walk out, you just see Edivir just go like that to the mouse hole.
Okay.
No problem. You all.
We all look bewildered and just move on.
Kyria doesn't notice. It's just going downstairs.
Yeah, he doesn't do it as like a display or anything. Just if anyone's looking back at him as he's leaving, he just does a small 2-fingered salute.
I imagine that Timothy would probably see that. And
Just
just have a big ass grin on his face as he's walking down the stairs.
Okay. You guys make your way down, and Tanner's behind the bar, currently restocking. You see him kind of lifting a barrel onto the bar, kind of twisting it, and then kind of knocking through a spout to pour the ale through. As you all kind of enter the bar, and he goes,
scarf up over my face.
Yeah. The bar. There's nobody else in here at the moment.
Scarf down.
Yeah. There's just. I should have described that before. You kind of walk down. The bar is shut at the minute. The doors are shut. It is early morning. But Tanner kind of greets you all. Hey, did you? I trust you slept well.
Oh. Probably the best night's sleep all 5 of us have had in a long time.
At least a week.
Yes.
I'm pleased. You all eaten? Had some food?
He just holds up the hand of pan of chocolate he's got. He just keeps eating them.
Where'd you get pan of chocolates?
He said he brought in pastries. I just assumed that's what they were, so I flavoured it.
The time, just gone 9.
Oh, it's that early.
Well, yeah. Got things to do. So look, plan for today. I'm gonna get word out to my contact this morning. I wouldn't expect to hear back by the end of the day. Likely be tomorrow that we hear anything back from them. I'll also send word out for your friend. Did you have that letter that you wanted me to?
1 second. And I run back upstairs.
You just see a very deflated version.
And you hear clop, 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 and a bit of a fall. Before they out of breath. Like, do you have any string?
Thanks. What?
Do you have any string?
Yeah.
Could I have some?
Could I also have some?
Yeah. Anyone else for string?
I'll have some.
I'm good.
I'll
I
just.
mean, if it's in season, I'll take a small glass. Yes.
No, he means literally string.
Oh, I thought it was a
Twine.
drink. I don't know. I thought it was a drink. I'm not from here, am I?
No, that's a sling.
Oh, from Singapore. Yes. Sorry.
the distant realm of Singapore.
He goes into a drawer and pulls out like a very small, like, ball of string.
Skyhaven sling.
Hangs it over to you.
Yeah, Kyria's just taking off all of the bits of like gnarled string that lace their fingers, and just kind of like goes, "Nope, no idea, no idea, no idea." We start again.
Clean slate.
Nice. So, look, you're free to do what you want, obviously. Keep your head down, regardless of where you go. If you come back this evening, or at some point, whenever, just come through the back. Maybe one of you come and get my attention. I wouldn't want all 5 of you just walking through the tavern at any one point. Come through, through the back door, get my attention, and then, we'll get you upstairs as quick as we can.
Did the SBC come by last night?
Luckily, no. However, there were a few people asking questions about why the bar was shut, and just told them that we had some unruly sorts that we needed to figure out. And hey, look, if you notice that the dumpster out back is gone, don't worry about it. Look,
we know that there were dead people in it, right?
No, I know, but like how they went from there to nowhere else, you don't need to know.
Speaking of upstairs, have you heard any word from above? It's still hot up there. We need to make a supply run.
I wouldn't recommend it, but it's entirely up to you. I certainly wouldn't go up on the lift. Maybe back the way you came. Might be the easiest route.
You have any contacts who could maybe help us with certain things we need? I need a spell book, for example. Liana here clearly needs better weapon than what she has.
I want an axe.
She wants an axe.
Look, guys, I'm willing to help you, but you're gonna have to figure some stuff out on your own. I'm more than happy to like put you up, and I've already sent word. I'll send word to my contacts in the high city. That look, you want me to get you some nice, pretty things, or you want me to help you clear your name? You choose one or the other.
I have an idea.
Hit me.
Well, no. This is more just in general. So, I forgot I could do this because why would I ever want to not be me? But I can be somebody else if you need me to go. Listen, I know I haven't exactly made the best impression, but if you give me a list, I might be able to do it.
Will you remember?
If you give me a list.
I think that's what the list is for, yeah.
More would do this all the time. I was like the errand boy. She would write me a list. I'm not, obviously I'm not the best at coming and planning my routes or anything like that.
No offense. You seem trustworthy and truthful enough in your intention, but I need to know someone for a little bit longer and a little bit better before I go handing them my gold to go and run errands.
Okay, then I won't get you anything.
I don't have enough gold to get an axe, so unless you're adept at maybe, sneakily stealing shit, then I don't have enough gold for an axe.
I got arrested trying to.
Yeah.
Rob Graves.
Yes.
What?
I immediately looks at Tanner at the moment. She's just like,
You did what?
It's part of my
It's a
side
whole
business.
story.
Don't even worry about it.
Look, if you're a necromancer, then get
they
out.
had
Right,
permission,
why do people
apparently.
keep saying that? I had permission.
To be a necromancer?
I'm not a
No, not-
necromancer. Not that there's
Oh.
anything
They're-
wrong with necromancy. If that's the chosen course of study you wish to pursue, then do it.
I mean, I got
But
10
Doesn't
fucking
art
reasons that
thing-
would argue against that.
I'm a bone carver.
We
Oh.
appreciate your
Yeah.
help,
Thing
Tanner.
with bones. It's
Look,
odd.
guys, I got a lot to do here.
You'll
Stay,
fuck off.
go, do as you will. Check back in with me tomorrow. I might have heard word from my contact. Beyond that, good luck, Godspeed. Don't get caught. But if you do, hey, you were never here.
So the Tanner's Mark, right? This, just so I remember the name of the place.
Elbow.
He gives a very wry smile to Tanner as he does that.
Tanner's fists clench and you hear all his knuckles pop on both hands, like click, click, click.
I put a
So
paw
tough.
on the back of Virgil and kind of, okay, we're gonna have a walk about now and kind of go towards the door.
I'm not an idiot. I'm joking with him. For God's sake.
Yeah,
Leon.
but
Turn-
it's
turn
early.
the tone.
It's early and I don't know how much brown potion he's had. So
Literally,
let's not.
as you walk off, he just turns to Edivir and goes, "Hey, he's on fire, that guy, huh?"
Tell me about it. So were you, nearly.
Well, yeah, but he was actually on fire. Anyway, you missed the joke. Look,
That checks out so much. that Dag wouldn't know what the joke is.
like I say, good luck. I'll do what I can for you. Hopefully I'll see you a bit later. All right, take care, guys.
Tanner.
As Timothy and Kyriatos walk off towards the exit. Yeah.
I'm sure a man like you knows trust comes slow. But I appreciate what you've done for me and these people.
Yeah, look, it's the least I can do. And hey, I get it. Trust is a commodity that costs a lot more than you tend to pay.
The least you could have done was nothing, and that's what I'd expect from most.
Yeah, well, the way I see it, people down here don't have much. Sometimes by doing a little is a lot. All right, I'll do what I can. Can't make you any promises. I mean, God, I feel bad enough for what I did the first time, but the person I'm sending word to owes me a favor or two, so hopefully he'll have some inroads into fixing this mess.
Well, the right people taking the right actions at the right time can do a lot for the many.
God, you sound like a revolutionist. All right. And he just kind of like pats you on the shoulder and like shut the door on the way out.
He leaves.
And as this group exit the Tanner's Mark into the UC, we are going to draw this session to a close.
Oh, come on.
What? Just before we were going to go shopping?
Let's go.
Right,
I
the whole
wonder
next
why.
session shopping.
And we're going to draw this
It's gonna be
session
a
to
whole
a
session next week.
to a close.
Shopping at junk dealers.
Thank you so
We're
much, everybody.
Thing, guys.
We done? Are we
Yeah.
finished, guys?
Yeah. All the
Cool.
jokes are done. We're done. I'll let you know if I think of another one.
I'm only messing. I'm joking. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Don't forget, the VOD will be up on YouTube on Sunday around 6-7 p.m. And as soon as it loads up to YouTube as the VOD, you'll be able to listen to it on our on YouTube Music as well in podcast form. Please make sure you go over there, share with all your friends, share with all your family. because who doesn't need some Tales on Tap in their life, right?
So true.
Cool. We'll see you guys next year.
Ooh.
Don't forget that Valkyrie's deal ends on Thursday, so get your stuff
Yes.
there. Before
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
do
you
that.
In there.
Yeah,
Get
do
in
that.
there. Are we raiding anyone?
No, we're not. Not this week.
Okay, that is. Next time.
Next time.
Mm-hmm.
Take care, guys.
Hey.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.